240. Man, we've been doing this a long time. Technical Foul, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me.
Jesus.
Fix my
You
shit.
just gonna rattle your mask?
Gotta fix my shit. How y'all doing this week?
I am the RJ.
Only known as.
The RJ.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the real life Tifa Lockhart, the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman,
24/7.
but better known as K Diddy.
Take that.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So before we get into the sport fact of the week and the show itself, we have an announcement to make. Don't we got them horns for real? Burr, 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 burr. Let's hit them with the burr, burr.
We got to pause.
Okay, cool. We can do that. So, announcement. This week marks the very first week where we are going to start having 2 shows a week. 2 of them things
Dos.
every week. As y'all know, about a year ago, we entered into a partnership with the Good News Radio Network.
Still got to work on that.
And as of March 1st, they're asking for all of their, shows to be exclusive to the app, which makes so much sense to us. So instead of us taking this weekly show and putting it on TGN exclusively, we decided to double the content that we are out here doing because we got a lot to talk about. So,
Motech File.
Motech File for you.
So,
So, our TGN show will be airing on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
We'll confirm the time with y'all while we doing this process. But this week you can catch us at 6 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time on the TGN app. So download that.
do it now.
If you're like, oh, I don't feel like going to my app store, which come on, man, go to your app store. Just download the app.
Do it.
You could also go to tgnradio.net from your phone, and they have links on their website for you to be able to download the app. So boom, download that. Or you can watch us on YouTube. There's only 2 places to get our new show, and that's the TGN app and our YouTube page. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. I was doing some research, fellas, and I saw that 40% of all our views are people who don't subscribe to our YouTube.
Oh,
40%.
Y'all already there.
I'm appalled.
Just hit the subscribe.
You already
button.
there? Subscribe. Because trust me, y'all are going to want to see the content that we put out.
We got some our little membership growing now.
It is growing. We're trying to grow more. So
we're about to hit $50.
And 50 ain't enough, man. 50
Hell
ain't
no.
enough. We about to put out some quality content. So even for like a teaser, just so y'all know what to expect on Thursday. Thursday show is an NBA season check-in, which y'all are used to getting as bonus content, but now it's TGN exclusive and YouTube exclusive. So y'all know y'all enjoy those shows. Head over to the YouTube, subscribe. You'll get reminders when the shows are going live. I mean, you can go there now and hit the remind me button.
You know what? We can bring back the Tech File Challenge. So on Thursday, when you watch our NBA, what did you call it? Preseason check-in?
NBA season check-in.
Yeah, there you go. Drop us a comment on YouTube.
Yep.
Or on the app.
For
Let us
sure.
know how you start listening to us. How about that?
Yeah, do that.
That's
So
a good one.
we excited about it. We have a lot planned for the second show, stretching ourselves in some different ways, and I'm very excited about it. So again, download the TGN Radio app and also subscribe to our YouTube page. Episodes will be every Thursday, 6 p.m. this week, Central Time.
Yeah.
Sport fact of the week.
All right. February 27th, 2016. Golden State Warriors visited the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Ooh, a classic.
Like I didn't even have to finish it. Like that's like one of the most known regular season games ever when Steph
The
hit.
shot.
Yeah.
On ABC. Remember where I was, what I was doing. That was a good game. That was a good
It
game.
was.
Steph broke Twitter after that shot. Like
Yeah.
the whole timeline was just like letters and I wonder if it's in my time hop. It has to be. But yeah, like that was a crazy game, crazy shot.
So shout out to Steph. Can't believe that's already was that 6 years ago? Jesus.
Yeah, like I saw, well, we'll talk about it later on in the show, but like Derek Jeter became part of the Marlins ownership group in 2017. I was like, we talked about that on this show.
Yeah.
And now it's over. I was kind of vamping for time. So yeah, the Warriors defeated the Thunder 121-118 in overtime. It was a Saturday night showcase game on ABC. Obviously, that was when Kevin Durant was still a Thunder. The Warriors, that win pushed them to 53-5 on the season.
That's crazy, dude.
And the Thunder were 41-18, so they were no slouches either.
41-18. Jeez.
Jesus Christ. Clay had 32. Steph had 46. Everything ringing again. Kevin Durant had 37. Russell Westbrook had 26, 13, and 7. God damn, Serge Ibaka had 15 and 20.
That's when Serge was young and agile.
Everybody was cooking.
Everybody. It was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
It
was.
Like, you know how good a regular season NBA game has to be to be considered a classic? Like,
yeah.
How many regular season actual games do you remember that stand out to you?
I would have to actually sit down and think about it. Because there's a few I'm sure I could pull out the bag, but like off the top of my head, nothing is really coming to mind.
So before I said this, you probably would have been like that OKC Warriors game.
Oh, you know what game I think about often? The Bucks Knicks. Giannis jumping over Tim Hardaway game, because that's the game Porzingis got hurt, wasn't it? And him and Giannis was battling early in the game. He got hurt later on in the game. He hopped over his ass. I think about I don't know why, but that's one of my favorite Bucks games.
I don't think about the game. I think about the moment, but not the game itself.
Because it was
do you remember like rough? Not even specifically what was the margin of victory in that game?
Shit, I can't remember after Porzingis got hurt. I remember the flow of the game and kind of how things were. Like I remember, like I said, in the beginning, Porzingis was cooking, and then I think he got hurt, and then after that, we just not necessarily just that moment in particular, but that's the one that stands out the most. And
the only other, like, when I think of Bucks Knicks, that's not the first one that comes to mind. It's Giannis's game winner that he had
in the Garden.
When he's had the little mohawk. And all I remember distinctively is after the game was Carmelo Anthony sitting there and he had his hands on his hips and he was just looking like, I can't believe we just lost this game to this dude on that shot. Are you serious?
Wasn't it a fadeaway?
Yeah, he like turned around, faded away because he had his back to the basket.
He wasn't even hitting shots like that.
He had his back to the basket for like 8 seconds. It should have. That's neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. But yeah, it was a good game. Mark, did I miss Ja going off?
No.
Nah.
Unless you watched it last night. Did you watch it last night? If you didn't watch it last night, then maybe.
I don't know what Game 6 is in reference to, but we talk about regular season games.
Yeah.
So playoffs, like I have something that flow off the top of the head, but
yeah.
So I want to try something new. You know, play some games on here, have some fun. So I was thinking that we could do kind of like a rapid fire. We got to come up with a name for it, but maybe after our listeners see it in action, they can help us come up with a name. But it's kind of like a rapid fire game where we each take turns naming off things that fit a specific category. The only caveat is you can't repeat something that you or somebody else said previously, and you only have 5 seconds to answer. So if you fail either of those, you're out. And we'll just do it in elimination style until we have a winner.
Yep. All right. I'm going to start the music up while we play the game. So what's the category this week?
I was thinking I'll give y'all 2 options. NBA point guards all time. Just name somebody that played point guard. Or NFL quarterbacks.
Currently in the NFL.
Yes.
Current NFL quarterbacks?
Current NFL quarterbacks, point guards of all time.
I feel like quarterbacks would be quicker.
Yeah, let's go with quarterbacks.
Okay.
All right. I figure we can go in tech order.
All right.
Okay.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Now they have to be active as of last season?
Active now, right?
Because now will be retired cats.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, like active as of last season.
Okay, all-time NFL quarterbacks. Let's go.
God damn, bro. I was cool with the active joints.
Y'all want to get pedantic? Like
I'm just saying, this past season. If it's this past season, that makes it easy because everybody just ended.
Just name quarterbacks.
Kyler Murray,
Brett Favre,
Tom Brady,
Josh Allen,
Peyton Manning,
Steve Young,
Rex Grossman,
shit, Mike Vick,
Joe Montana,
Donovan McNabb,
Matthew Stafford,
Dante Culpepper,
Dan Marino,
Tom Brady.
I said Tom Brady.
Get him out of here.
Aaron Rodgers,
Doug Flutie.
Ooh.
Drew Brees,
Phillip Rivers,
Drew Bledsoe.
God dang you.
That was the one you was going.
Matt Castle.
Peyton Manning.
Tim Couch.
Eli Manning.
That's where I thought he was gonna
About to run
go.
out of time.
Oh shoot.
You out.
Brian Leftwich.
Archie Manning.
Cordell Stewart.
Bart Starr.
God damn. John Elway.
Tim Cook.
Brad Johnson.
Oh, damn. It was Couch.
I won. Let's go.
It's Couch.
I won. Let's go.
Good shit.
Good stuff. I like that. That's hard. Okay. We had Aaron Brooks on the screen here. Somewhere.
He used to sling that mug though.
No, I said Race Grossman and couldn't think of Jay Cutler, fam.
My man didn't say Eli.
That's why I messed up my turn reacting to the fact that you didn't hit Eli next.
Because I had an order I had him in my head. And I was just gonna keep going. And it was random. Tim Couch, bro.
Like
Hey.
Doug Flutie, bro. Like,
Hey.
I was thinking of random.
But no, whenever you said that, I thought of the team, and I immediately thought of the quarterbacks on that team. That's why I was kind
That's a
of
good
okay.
idea.
Because we
Let's
said
go
Drew
by
Bledsoe. That's why I said Matt Castle, because
Yeah.
I thought of Drew Bledsoe, and then, yeah, anyway, I ain't going to go down that. But yeah.
I like
All right,
that.
I
That was
like
cool.
that.
That was cool. All right. Let's get into the topics of the week. All right. Let's stay with the football.
Football.
The foosball. Speaking of quarterbacks, this was a great segue into the first topic of the week.
Nobody say Aaron Rodgers.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did. The
Clearly,
Athletic.
I wasn't listening.
I mean, I said Tom Brady, and you said Tom
Yeah.
Brady. So,
Clearly, I wasn't listening.
the Athletic. Mark still naming Matt Moore, Mark Brunell. Mark Brunell.
Hey, Mark Brunell was cold though.
Don't say Cole.
He
Come
was
on,
decent.
man.
He
He
was
was,
decent.
Yeah.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He was the Kirk Cousins of his day.
Ah,
Shit,
that's
I don't
another
even
one.
know about that.
Kirk Cousins. So
He
the
was behind
Athletic had a report just saying that we should expect a lot of quarterback trade inquiries to hit fever pitch at the NFL Combine when all the GMs and head coaches and personnel men are all at the Combine and have chances to have some conversations, some private conversations, some quiet conversations.
Mhm.
And Aaron Rodgers is the headlining quarterback of that list of vets who we expect them to be talking about. So I'm gonna talk about a few different quarterbacks, and y'all let me know how likely y'all think it is that they'll change teams.
Just a quick throw in. The combine is on Thursday.
It starts Thursday.
It's the 3rd through the 6th.
Mhm.
So just so y'all know.
There you go. So, as I mentioned, Aaron Rodgers got everybody waiting. He got the Packers waiting. He got other teams waiting because they want to know what he's going to do. They hoping that he's going to say he want to trade because they want him to.
Me too.
But as has been the party line all off season so far, Aaron Rodgers said he'll have his decision made by the time free agency begins, which is March 16th. So we're a couple weeks out from that deadline. So again,
He gonna make you wait.
is he staying or is he going? What y'all think?
I think he's staying, unfortunately.
Like the word on the street is that they made it known that everybody he ain't going no there. No, I'm thinking of Devontae. Aaron, I don't know.
Well, so two things came out with him this week. One, I guess at the combine today, or like there's media availability today, the GM of the Packers spoke. He said that no team had contacted him about Aaron Rodgers so far. Obviously, that could be lying, and they could be, I mean, according to the Nets and the Sixers, like they never had conversations about, James Harden and Ben Simmons. So like, you never know what to trust, and like they could be using word jujitsu to
Cover their ass.
yeah,
Mhm.
basically. But he did say that, and they're still like, if he wants to come back, we want him back and all that good stuff. Also, I think somebody from ESPN reported that they're working on a deal in the event that he wants to come back that would make Rodgers the highest paid quarterback in the league, which is looking at about $50 million annually. So again, like it does come down to whether Rodgers wants to be there. The Packers want him back.
Mhm.
They're close to a deal in place to bring him back if he chooses to. It's just kind of waiting on him. Which again, like how you gonna say I want some help, give me some help, and then take 25%.
I deserve to be the highest paid though. Like I get
Sure.
it, but bro, we don't have it. Like we finding it, But we don't.
What is he getting paid now?
I think he was like 37 to 42 or something like that.
All I know is Ted Thompson said years ago that y'all worry more about the salary cap than we do. And after I heard him say that, I stopped worrying about it. Like, I consider it, of course, when I'm talking hypotheticals and all that stuff, but people, they figure out a way to get who they want on their roster under the cap when it matters. So just like the Saints are figuring out ways to clear all that salary out, the Packers are doing the exact same right now.
The thing is that bill comes due eventually.
Oh,
like, you can't just keep pushing it onto future money because you're going to run out. But according to a quick Google, Rodgers made $33.5 million last year.
Okay.
So when you got a window, a championship window, you gonna keep stacking that bill up. They'll figure it out once Rodgers is gone. I think he stays. I've been in that mind for some time now. I think he stays.
Okay.
Teams are continuing to monitor Deshaun Watson and his legal situation.
Mm-hmm.
Watson does have a no trade clause in his contract, so that does add a certain element to the discussions. But the Texans are trying to get back 5 to 7 assets, including 3 first-round picks and any potential trades for Watson. Now, as we know, the Dolphins and the Panthers explored options around trading for him before the deadline, but nothing came of that. So, in case you didn't know, the reason nothing came of it is because they were trying to convince Deshaun to settle the civil suit. And he was like, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm fighting this. And I think it was the Dolphins owner tried to call.
Mm-hmm.
And Deshaun was like, I'm not answering the phone because I already told you.
Leave me alone.
Like, I'm not settling nothing. So we'll see how that goes. I won't even ask you if y'all think he plays for a different team. I just want to know if y'all think he plays, period, this upcoming season.
Yes.
Well,
if he ain't settling, no.
Yeah, I can't see him playing without settling.
Yeah, I have no idea. Vegas also thinks that Rodgers stays, according to Mark. Hey, Vegas be knowing most stuff. Yeah, I have no idea. I can't call the Deshaun Watson thing at all. I would like.
How many seasons he's only been out for one season?
Just one
right?
season.
Just this past one. And before that, the man was looking like a bona fide.
Like,
yeah.
Like, you build your franchise around him.
Yep.
It's like, I'm curious, like, what goes into the Texans' calculation about, like, what they want back. Like, is it, we understand he got this shit going on, so I'm only asking for 5 to 7, or it's like, regardless of his situation, like, this is his value, this is what I want. So,
because I think at one point he was, no matter what, they was getting 3 firsts back for him before it really came to ain't nobody finna trade for him till it's done. But I think word on the street was that's about what they were going to get in the first place. Like two good to starter role, 2 good to starter caliber players, and at least like 3 firsts.
That's crazy.
I mean, teams were ready to trade for him in the regular season, at least having discussions. I could see him getting traded, but I still don't know if he plays or not with everything that he has going on. Because
can you imagine trying to sell that to your fan base? Like, you just traded for a franchise quarterback and he can't play.
Man, burn the whole thing down.
And especially, like, the reason why he can't play is like,
you send 4 draft picks,
and
2 starters,
and the fact that he a black quarterback, like, that is like,
it's tough.
It's a hard sell, boss.
Another black quarterback who does not have the legal
so
situation
quite
going
the opposite.
On. Yeah, that Deshaun does, but
although we would have said that about Tiger Woods, never mind.
Russell Wilson, apparently teams plan to kick the tires on his availability. He also doesn't have a no trade clause in his contract. But last season, the Seahawks already said no to a bunch of teams who were looking to trade for Wilson, but the Seahawks said they don't have any intentions to trade Russ this offseason unless they don't have a choice. Meaning Russ comes to them and says, I want out. Or he starts playing hardball in regards to what the future contract situation could look like. So is Russ going back to Seattle, y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, he going back. Should be in Chicago.
But I do think that
I'm gonna say no.
We'll get real close to him getting out of here. Like, we're probably the closest that we've seen him. It's so many
teams that need
quarterbacks. Contender, Saints.
Yeah.
Washington, it's kind of fringe, even though they lost Chase Young. If they defense get back to half to what it was before that, Russ can be good over there with Terry McLaurin and who?
Chase Young got hurt?
Yeah, he has ACL.
The Colts.
That'd be a good situation for him.
They got to get rid of Carson Wentz because he's still old,
but
like 2 years of his
And
contract.
they might be getting rid of Carson Wentz. So
they got a nice old
the
line.
Buccaneers, Steelers.
Yeah.
Like, you got contenders that just need
It's
a
a lot of
quarterback,
black
probably.
in Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah.
Get him a black quarterback. Well,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
I think he's done. I think we saw the last of Russ in Seattle.
I wouldn't be mad at it, man. Y'all know how I feel about Russ. Russ cold. He
That's
don't get enough respect.
That's your
Man's
boy.
cold.
Man, him playing behind a team with an offensive line, though.
That he don't got to run for his life.
You know, I could see him in Indy. I really could.
Yeah,
because
that'd be a perfect.
Him having a running back like Jonathan Taylor
Playing the dome.
That'd be.
But
Scary.
then again,
Yeah, that'd be.
But then
scary,
again, if you go to the Saints, you got a running back like Kamara, and they got a cold offensive line.
I'd
And
ra-
you get
Honestly, I'd rather have Taylor than Kamara at this point.
Yeah,
especially because
Taylor
Kamara
consistent.
had some legal issues. Didn't he just recently?
Well, yeah,
He
he got
got
arrested.
Pro
Bowl.
He got arrested in Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he was in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wildin'.
Vegas was a mistake.
Quarterback
Especially the
Kyler
Raiders.
Murray. I know, right? He's eligible for an extension this offseason. They submitted a contract proposal to the Cardinals, and his agent made sure that we all knew it. Put out a whole press release with the weirdest font. I was like, first of all, I'm not reading all this, so I'm gonna just scroll through these tweets for someone to like summarize what this was, because it's like that text picture that be going around like, I'm sorry for you. I'm not reading all this. I'm sorry for you, unless it's good, in which case, congrats. Like, I don't know what. I'm not reading all this. But yeah, his agent, we've talked about the stuff going on with Kyler and the Cardinals. And now his agent's putting out press releases saying we submitted an offer for them to extend him. And he wants to be here. So it's about how bad the Cardinals want to keep him here.
Which explains why the anonymous sources were coming out and talking bad about him.
Yep. I don't know.
That's a
Mark said that press release is a CVS receipt. Absolutely. Absolutely.
no.
Absolutely.
Leave the jokes to me, Mark. Stay your lane, sir.
All right. You're going to get one off on
Hey,
you.
he
It's
is
going
gonna
to be
get one
funny.
off.
And it's going to be funny. The Browns are also facing an intriguing offseason. Baker Mayfield, he's going to play under that fifth-year option. But Mayfield also had that surgery this offseason to repair that shoulder. And he probably won't be ready until late this offseason. So the Browns could be a team looking for a new quarterback.
Yeah, so the Giants. Daniel Jones' contract ain't getting picked up.
Daniel Jones. First of all, I feel bad for him.
I do. I really do. He ain't had a chance. This coach has been ass.
This man got put in the worst fucking
No
situation.
superstar running back that they use high draft pick on for 2 years, bro.
Terrible wide receivers.
I mean, his wide receivers ain't that bad. They just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Like, they stay hurt. All them niggas pull a hamstring every week.
Then they ain't good. He can't be on the field for me. I
That
have no
really,
use for
that
you.
really sucks though. Like being like a top like quarterback, but then like you can literally get put in the wrong situation and ruin your
Well, he was in a
whole
wrong
career.
situation because he got drafted too high in the first fucking place.
Well, yeah, this is true.
Like, that all started in shambles.
Yeah,
Like these, like aside from maybe Josh Allen, like these quarterbacks, like it feels like if they don't have like a history of success, like if they don't have the pedigree, like to get drafted high, and you just like, oh, he has all the tools. Like the tools rarely work. It's like drafting a white center. No offense, but like when they draft like white centers in the lottery, it's like,
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Tim pulling out his headphones.
He said, my bad.
You felt
dude.
that one, huh?
There you go.
But yeah, so like, it's just like, no, I'm not even coming at you, but like Trubisky like was in that same mode. Like Tim Couch was in that same mode. Like every couple of years, like you get a quarterback that's just like, oh man, he's 6'5" with a cannon arm. Yeah, but what did he do on the field? Like
He lost to the Coast Guard 16 times. Shit. Like, bro, they ain't beat nobody, ain't played nobody, ain't showed that he could do nothing against nobody. But he looked good, though. What?
Yeah.
Top 10. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he ain't work out.
he had all the tools. I don't know.
Hey,
Situation wasn't
you and him
conducted.
fired now.
Situation wasn't conducted.
That's some wild stuff, bro.
The Raiders are prioritizing a contract extension with Derek Carr. So it's looking like Carr is going to be in Vegas for some time.
That makes sense though.
Speaking of
Carr's a good
next,
quarterback.
Yeah, he is. That makes sense.
speaking of another Kirk Cousins,
I think Carr's better than Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins.
I think
I would
Carr's-
gladly take Carr
I
over
would
Kirk
too.
Cousins.
Like Carr's way.
Carr's
better.
been working on his interceptions because our
Potatoes.
Carr was turning the ball over.
He was.
Yeah.
That was his issue.
He trigger happy. Yeah, he'll let,
'Cause he'll let it go.
He'll let the motherfucker go.
He'll let it go.
That's what made
He
him Kirk
definitely
Cousins at
will.
though.
they're both aggressively mediocre.
Aggressively mediocre.
Hey, but if
I
I
don't know.
had to
If I had
pick
to choose
one,
one, Carr.
I'm picking Carr.
Yeah.
I'm picking Carr.
Definitely picking
picking
Carr.
Aggressively mediocre is funny.
The Commodores, I'm
Commanders.
definitely sitting there
Oh,
like,
they're making hella music.
Hey, I was gonna say the Commodores.
I was like, wait a second
My
here.
man
they
said the
put
real
in?
world finna pop up and shit.
I'm about to say Zoom.
Zoom for the pop off. Oh, shit.
The Commanders have already inquired about every quarterback
Damn.
who might be available, which is a big signal that they plan to be aggressive to upgrade at the quarterback position this offseason. As mentioned, some other teams looking for quarterback help. The Colts, the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Panthers, and the Steelers. So while the Steelers are looking through the market, they're also comfortable with just re-signing Jameis Winston if
Steelers or Saints?
Saints re-signing Winston if they can't find another quarterback to take that spot.
Oh, you telling me Taysom Hill ain't the answer?
You ain't seen
all know you
Winston's
want
recovery videos that he been posting about his ACL, bro.
You said who?
Oh, you know Jameis got AC.
Jameis Winston, you know he out here posting videos about his recovery, bro.
He be having the worst.
He was in physical therapy getting his high highs on, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you
Like,
ready?
feet work sloppy as shit, bro.
He'll be ready.
He'll be ready. He ready. One thing to keep in mind though with the market, and part of why there's so much focus on the veteran market, is because the league is pretty lukewarm on the incoming quarterback class in this particular draft. So this is viewed as like a developmental class from my understanding when it comes to the quarterback. So all these vets are going to be in high demand, especially because so many teams think that they're so close to that Super Bowl already and just need, that right quarterback. The New York Knicks and Kemba Walker have agreed that that four-time All-Star is going to be sidelined for the rest of the season. From what I saw, Kemba asked, just be like, hey, yo, just let's end this here.
That's cool.
I want y'all opinion. Like, why didn't Kemba work with the Knicks?
Is it him or is it them?
It's part of
Yes.
I would say it's both.
Yeah, it could be a decline in skill mixed with a not so good chemistry with the team, because the team is as a whole was falling apart this year. So it wasn't just Kemba. Like I can see if it was only him, but the entire culture of the Knicks is not the same as it was just a year ago. Well, not even a year ago, 6 months ago.
I mean, I feel like last season was kind of like lightning in a bottle. Like a lot of things went right for him. And this season, Julius Randle ain't been what he was last year, and he was the engine that made them go last season.
He was cooking last year.
And this year, the only reason that they were in games was Derrick Rose for the most part. And when Derrick Rose got hurt,
the
bottom fell out.
Which is crazy to think that Derrick Rose was keeping the Knicks afloat.
There it is.
Triple T. Tibbs is trash.
He is.
Well, hey.
You go, it's his way or no way, bro.
Yeah, he is.
And I mean, they fitted the roster with players who didn't fit the way that Tibbs likes to play. Like it was a lot of things that just didn't.
He need the Memphis
work.
roster.
He wish he had a Memphis roster.
But those are the style of players that he would like. Like he wants that gritty, hard-nosed, tough defense, be able to get out. Like he don't want that. No, he don't want flashy.
The problem is like they looked at last year's team and they're like, oh, our defense is set. We just need to bring in some offensive firepower. One, they identified the wrong people.
Evan Fournier.
Hey,
he be cooking though.
Sometimes
he be having his games where he drop 40, but then he have games where he drop 2.
He'll give up 40 and still give up 2 and still get you 2. Like,
hey man, that's your get out of Russ free card. So I get why you talking him up, but but yeah, like to your point, like they did bring in players that didn't fit his style of play, and like now you got a bunch of people like. Julius Randle probably enjoyed last year because he had so much freedom offensively. So like you bring in more offensive players in the starting lineup, his touches goes down. He's not in the same mindset that he was in. It's harder for him to play. I'm not gonna say it's harder. It's harder for him to get up to play defense when he's unhappy about his role on offense. You stunted the growth of RJ Barrett.
He started cooking again.
That pisses me off for real.
He started cooking recently.
You were RJ Barrett fan?
Yeah. I ain't gonna say like I was a huge fan, but I knew like if he was put into the right situation, like he can definitely sell. His ceiling was pretty high for me.
And yeah, and like he's like Kemba, even at his healthy peak, was not a stout defender.
And he's worse now.
Yeah.
And he's much worse now physically.
He ain't there for that.
He ain't. But
he ain't there for defense.
Like the injuries have taken away a lot of his quickness,
Since he got
which
to the league, though.
includes his
Patting the step back, bro.
No, I'm talking about like defensively. Like he can't shuffle his feet.
Lateral.
He can't stay in front of people. It is an easy blow by. And he's looked like
And
Yeah,
he's
he's small. Yeah.
like
he got picked up today, but that explains why Isaiah Thomas is on a 10-day. Like,
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
if you're small, undersized already, you're not a good defender.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't
Like
putting up 30
if you
points.
lose like that explosive athleticism, like you're done basically. So like maybe Kemba can be like your 10, 15 minute a night guy off the bench, but like his days as a starting point guard are definitely over.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you put him on a defense oriented team, like that ain't his ministry. Like
and some people think like you can throw an offensive player in that situation and the rest of the defensive players around them can like cope for him.
Mm-hmm.
But the roster wasn't built to do that. So they were
And
just in a
Tibbs'
bad part.
defense ain't built to do it.
Triple T says as long as you're a Knick, you're doomed.
That's what it's looking like.
Eventually, they'll get it right. You would hope.
How many years have we been saying this? It's been some years
Hey,
now.
the Bengals just made it to the Super Bowl.
It's been some years, though.
Hey, I guess stranger things have happened.
They haven't changed the one constant in that equation. Like that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
This,
Ownership.
Oh, ownership. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So Kemba Walker is going to be on an expiring contract this summer. So that'll offer an opportunity for the Knicks and his agent to try to trade him somewhere this offseason for a different role. Because his days with the Knicks, they're done.
My theory is like he wanted to buy out. They're like, but he didn't have like another job lined up. So it's kind of like, well, I might as well stay here, get paid. Offer y'all flexibility in the summer. Like, even if the team that trades for him doesn't keep him, like, it may be a way for them to get off money somewhere else. So, like,
That's probably why they agreed to it. Works
Yeah.
for everybody. Ooh, dude, can you highlight Triple T's last comment? This man said, and also Kemba is overrated in my opinion.
I've always been a Kemba. Like I won't say like a super fan, but I was a Kemba fan.
They happened in the Final
Connecticut.
Four.
Well,
that year?
the Final Four game was at the Garden too.
Yeah.
The thing with Kemba, like,
Step back.
I don't necessarily disagree.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever rated him high enough to
Say he overrated.
Yeah, does
Yeah.
that make sense? Where
Yeah.
like Kemba
No,
was
that makes
always
sense.
just
He
was
met your
Kemba.
expectations of what he would be.
yeah, like he just was a guy who went out there and got some buckets. And
Mhm.
I'm thinking of him
And I don't
particularly
think-
in Charlotte. Like
Yeah.
but everything after he left Charlotte has just
It's
not
been going worse and worse. And
not
worse.
worked out.
Yeah.
But even at Charlotte, he wasn't like he was like the savior of the Hornets. It was like he's a really good player on the Hornets.
Mhm.
So is that because he's on the Hornets or is it because he's a good player?
And-
like that was always
yeah.
his MO.
Mhm.
I don't think he's ever been held to a higher regard, like one of the top 10 guards or point guards in the league at least.
Yeah. And like I don't think that I ever expected like to me, I never thought of Kemba like a perennial all-star or anything like that. So
Mhm.
I never maybe other people thought of him higher than I did, but
Mhm.
personally I never thought that like he was fine. I'm not
Yeah,
saying he was
he was
trash,
decent.
like he was fine. He was a guy who had a lot of opportunities to score on those teams. So
Yeah.
he took advantage of them. New York City is going to lift their key to NYC vaccine mandate on March 7th, assuming numbers stay on the same track per their mayor. But the private sector mandate still restricts Kyrie Irving from playing in home games. Although he can go to Barclays as a spectator. So
Well, so he can sit in the crowd with the thousands, but not on the court with,
Yeah.
with a handful.
yeah.
All right, for sure.
They don't want him infecting other players.
Plus, it's not fair for the other citizens either.
What you talking about, fam?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it. Just figuring it out with them.
For the other
Like, the thing is,
citizens.
like Adam Silver came out during the All-Star break, and he's like, "These rules don't make sense." TNT picked it up, ESPN picked it up. It's like now all the talking heads are like, "This doesn't make any sense." Like he can sit on courtside, but he can't sit on the bench, and it's like, yes, that's true, but also like it's been like y'all were all on board with we're gonna follow whatever the local municipalities say, and until like now it's like, oh no, fuck that. Like
No,
at least be consistent.
Yeah, like stand on it. Like y'all said, fuck him beginning of the season.
Because like whatever rules
Stay
they
there.
had in place then didn't make sense. Like if they don't make sense now, they didn't make sense then.
So why are you changing your? They probably didn't think it was gonna last this long, and now they're like, "Hey, yo, this is
You fucking up a bag.
this has been
We
occurring
need
too
that guy
long.
back.
Too long now."
I'm trying to win a chip over here. What are you doing?
And like the thing is, like yes, numbers are decreasing, but it ain't gone. Like it ain't.
Right.
It hasn't disappeared. Like it's still out there. So you still want people to
Just
be
be cautious.
vaccinated. To be,
Mhm.
like that's still a goal, or at least it should be.
Yeah, man, it's learning to live with COVID at this point.
Yeah.
I will say,
They
I was
like
just
going
looking
that
at the CDC thing. They said 81% of the people in the U.S. got at least one shot. So y'all doing your thing. It's close.
80 is more than I thought you were going to say. Like when you said, I'm like, 80 what? 80% did what?
They got
Had
at least-
COVID?
That's-
What,
I was just
what's
looking at it. It's like
No, that's
81%
pretty
because I wanted to look at the numbers because I know they've been going down. I'm like, okay.
Is that like of adult? Well, we don't need to get this. Ain't an epidemiology
I
podcast.
don't know. I need to look up the numbers in Atlanta because COVID don't exist down there. I just came back from Atlanta. COVID does not exist in
I
Atlanta.
mean, we lifted our mask mandate today. I'm pretty sure COVID don't exist in Milwaukee anymore either.
I was like, Lord have mercy. I got looked at. I was outcast. I walk in with my mask. Look like somewhere I would be. I'm like,
You look like you about
They
to rob
look at you-
somebody.
exactly.
That's like, actually, like, what you?
What's wrong with you, sir? Take your mask off. Like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, it says United States at a glance, 81.2% of people 5+ with at least one vaccination.
Okay. All right.
I see it. I see all of it. Yeah, like, yeah, all right.
I was just saying it's 3 available. So
No, it's like 5 and up.
no. It's 3 shots available. So if you only got one, like it kind of
Yeah, bullshit.
Might as well just finish it out.
Unless you got that. Unless you got the Johnson & Johnson, a Johnson & Johnson.
no, then you definitely need to boost.
Exactly. Definitely not fucking with that one. You turn it to X-Men taking that motherfucker.
All right, we're about to get into some
Transactions.
and injury news. It's a lot going on.
Man, bro, it's all kind of shit going on. But anyways, Cleveland guard Rajon Rondo will be out 2 weeks with a toe sprain. Damn, I understand, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, you have had
Broke a damn toe open in a bottle.
Wasn't a bottle of wine too?
It was a bottle of wine, broke 2 toes.
It fell on your toes?
Right
The
on
bottom?
2 toes.
That's strong ass.
Two
bottom,
toes.
Bro, I was sitting
You also got some strong ass feet.
bro, listen. And they broke them hoes, bro. That big ass
Dog.
bottle. I was trying to call myself being nice. She wanted to open the bottle herself. I was like, I'm gonna be a good husband, pour my wife a glass of wine. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you came out 2
Trying
toes.
to
out the
open the
bottom.
motherfucker. Right, exactly. Losing appendages and shit. Like, god damn. Anywho, Cleveland guard Karis LeVert will be missed 1 to 2 weeks with the right foot sprain. They just got him.
So I know. And as mentioned, our NBA preview is dropping on Thursday, and check-in is dropping on Thursday on YouTube, live on
YouTube.
TGN. Make sure y'all subscribe. If you in the comments, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube right now.
Subscribe.
If
Do
you
it
haven't
now.
already, subscribe
Hit the button.
and like the video too while you
Like
in
that shit.
Push the goddamn button.
there. Yeah. But yeah, Cleveland has an interesting road ahead of them. And I think with the injuries, they're going to fall in the standings a bit, but
And get somebody a headache if they're kind of healthy going into the playoffs, though.
they'll be annoying. I don't think they'll win a series.
It's crazy how many. Well, I mean, like obviously this is a long-term injury, but like you're without Rondo and LeVert for the next 2 weeks. You already missed Sexton. You already lost Rubio.
Mhm.
I feel like there's another injury in there too. It's just like they were playing above their heads. So I wish
Yep.
like we could have seen them like go through and see like exactly how much noise they can make.
Hopefully everybody's ready to go when it's playoff time.
Mhm.
Playoffs.
Like I know there are definitely going to be fans, especially like Buck fans and whatnot, who are like, no, don't be healthy. But like as a basketball fan, I just want to see the best basketball that I can see. I want to see these teams fully loaded as possible, and that includes the Bucks. Like I want Brooke back, I want Pat back, I want a healthy squad. Period. Because it's already setting up to be a really fun playoff in the East. So
the East can be a bloodbath.
like that's going to be the playoff games to watch. That's
You know how many jobs about to be on the line because like
First round exit.
somebody else supposed to go to the finals is gonna get knocked out in the first round
Ooh.
or the play-in.
Bounced. We thought they was contenders.
They just pretenders.
That's the thing. People don't look at context because it's
They
like
don't.
you could have had a great season and just run into the one matchup that's like yo kryptonite, and it's like, but you lost in round 1, so you fake. Like
Y'all sucked.
like imagine the Bulls get the 2 seed and then
Get
Brooklyn's
bounced.
in like the play-in,
The
and then
seventh,
Kyrie can
yeah.
play, and it, like
Yeah, if you Chicago and you draw Brooklyn in the first round, like good luck. I mean, anybody drawing Brooklyn in the first round, really good luck.
Yes,
Because if KD's healthy, Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
do you know what I would give for a Brooklyn, Philadelphia round 1 matchup?
Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee!
Dog,
Is
I
that
might
possible?
fly
Let
to them
me-
cities.
Let me just see if this is possible right now. Like,
It
just-
is.
Everything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything's
It's
possible.
possible.
All right, Garnett. Right now Philly is 3 and the Nets are 8.
Hey,
I mean, everybody's within like 4 games of each other. So
Yeah, that's true too. Nets are 32 and 30, and the Sixers are 37 and 23.
so yeah, it's on the table. God, I would love that. All right, continue on with the
We have Blazers center Yusuf Nurkic will miss at least a month with a plantar fasciitis in his left foot.
why you doing the air quotes?
because they tanking and they
No,
Eric-
too much winning, bro.
Dog, Eric Bledsoe did not show up on the Clippers injury report at
Not
all.
once.
Not once. Like not even like he's probable to play with like a sore throat, like nothing the entire season. He gets traded to Portland and has Achilles soreness and hasn't suited up for them. Which just let him go, fam.
That's
Like,
what I
we
was
still-
saying.
we still got a
It's
couple
too late
hours.
now.
No, they have to the end of today.
They ain't letting him go.
I know.
They gonna keep him trapped there. When Bled,
It's live, so somebody could see it and maybe
we can get some right people involved.
send this to Portland.
Portland. Let Bled go.
Please.
Net star Ben Simmons is dealing
Speaking
with
of.
back soreness in a reconditioning process that requires further strengthening of the area over a period of time before returning to action.
Translation: he ain't playing when they go to Philly.
Yeah, they saying he's day to day. They're not ruling him out for that Philly game, but like
Come
when
on,
you
now.
think about it, I think Ken brought this up. Like, dude hadn't played all season.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and also, if you do go back to when he was getting treatment in Philly, they kept mentioning he had back, like something with his back. He get
Mhm.
treatment on his back. And at first, people were like, "We ain't nothing wrong with his back." Well, clearly, it's an ongoing problem with him right now.
I don't know. James Harden hamstring look fine.
Boy,
Well, he probably could have been playing way before he came back to play, but
Mhm.
we could see when he was hampered by the hamstring earlier in the season, and apparently the Nets were having the same thing. Like, is your hamstring really messed up? But they said like the actual MRI showed that there was stuff going on with it.
Tightness.
So the Nets were like, I guess.
did y'all see him falling over the chairs on the sideline?
Mm-mm.
No,
Mhm.
I've seen them niggas hooping though.
No, he was sitting on the he was sitting on the
Definitely
sideline.
Boy.
He calls himself trying to have a seat on the Sixers sideline, but they got like the elevated court. So as soon as he sat down, the chairs just kind of he fell through the sideline. Somebody was like, if that was on the Nets, he'd have been out 3 to 6 months.
Oh, they getting all the
I was
free
like,
throws.
damn, dude,
Like just two of them. Just
27 attempts in the game.
Embiid. Just
That's gonna be gross to watch.
it is. But
Dog,
it also makes me wonder how effective they'll be in the playoffs when that whistle is tighter.
Mhm.
I mean, we've seen what happens to James Harden in the postseason when the whistle gets tighter. So
yeah,
Yep.
Just origami. But,
Fold it right on up.
I don't know if sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know if I said this on the podcast or if I just said it amongst us, but like I didn't realize when they made the trade, it's like you're combining James Harden's playoff history with Doc Rivers' playoff history. Like
Horrible.
Yeah.
if Embiid can pull this off, like you'd go, fam. Like because them niggas think
one of the two go happen. Don't let both of them happen. Will Harden go ice cold and y'all was up 3-1? That would, oh my god, dog, I don't know. They have to leave Philly immediately.
I think Philly fans gonna give them a season of grace because it's their
it's
first.
Philly, fam.
It's Philly. They don't give a
I
fuck
think-
about nobody.
I think it'll be grace because I think they're going to want Harden to come back, so they're going to be nice to him this year.
They want him to come back till he choking the playoffs.
So it depends. Like if it's a bad playoff showing, then it might be different. But I think they'll be nicer.
This nigga just Ben Simmons again.
What the fuck we trade for him for? We ain't even gonna do shit.
No, the way they talking about him now,
That's because he out here looking like
like he,
Regular
like he
season
know
Harden.
how to hoop.
like he playing for Houston.
Like he just hoop. Like he hooping. Like not being on bullshit. Just let me go out here and hoop.
Mhm.
And so now he. But again, even when we said he was half-assing, he was still putting up 28,
20
10, and,
right.
and 8.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, continue on, sir.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you kind of
I
running.
got comfortable
yeah.
and shit.
I thought you put the phone down. You
Hell
turned
yeah.
it over.
Orlando Magic guard Markelle Fultz, who has been out since January 2021, made his return on Monday against the Indiana Pacers. He didn't look bad. I was looking at some highlights before I got here. I
saw
was
he got like 6 assists.
Mm-hmm.
I was
I
like,
think
okay.
like double-digit points too, right?
I think he had 10.
He was explosive and shit. I was like, okay, bro.
Like, fuck him. But does Jonathan Isaac exist anymore? Like,
I have no idea.
he got hurt before Fultz did.
I have not even heard his name brought up.
Again, fuck him. But like, I'm just curious. Like,
He in the Daniel Caesar category.
no, even worse. Like, he wrote a book with Ben Shapiro. Like,
Oh, fuck dude.
you outta here, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
so you said fuck him.
you a lost cause.
Okay.
In case my politics weren't clear.
Fair enough. Denver Nuggets forward Michael Porter Jr. is
Some good
progressing to be
news.
cleared for on-court contact within the next week, freeing the path for him to return to the lineup sometime in March. They are also saying that Gary
Murray.
Harris,
Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray may be back. I think Gary,
I was like, yeah.
Jamal Murray
Oh, bad.
will be back around the same time. Yeah, Harris is over in Orlando now.
Yes.
That's like, first of all, again, shout out to the Joker for holding it down in
Mhm.
Denver while Porter and Murray have been out. Because if
Number
you
one
would have
and two.
told me earlier, like, okay, without Jamal Murray, I was like, it's gonna be rough. But then you lose
Mhm.
Porter too. I was like, ooh, they gonna be fighting for the play-in. But nope, nope,
Cooking.
not with the MVP. Not happening. Not happening. Them getting back MPJ and Jamal is going to be
Them
a
getting
big
back
boost.
Murray would be, oh my.
Big-
I don't
again,
want to see
like,
them just with him.
Yeah.
bro.
Well,
Well,
I was gonna say,
to
like,
the finals. So, that's the West problem to deal with.
I was gonna say, like, coming into the season, I was always like, let's not put too much expectation on Klay Thompson coming back, and like he's working his way back. Like he has, he has his moments,
Mhm.
but again, it's kind of like don't expect it to just plug
True,
back in and they
true.
be like who they are. But if Murray and or Porter come back at even like 85-90% of like what they were when they got hurt, Denver
out.
might be the favorite.
Because Denver
Well-
was 1-2 seed.
Especially like with Chris Paul's injury, like
I'm jumping out the window with Memphis soon. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. I think next week, if next week I might be on this show, changing up what I said on the NBA season check-in. I might.
it's only because of you. That's the only thing that brings me back. Like they just haven't been through it yet.
Speaking
And I
of-
remember like the Bucks' first year of like 60 wins. I was like, why not us? It was like, oh, that's why.
But there's some things we still don't know yet.
Yeah.
Speaking of levying your expectations, Miami Heat's Victor Oladipo could make his season debut by next week. So
Hopefully he ain't new Kemba.
Oh.
right. But again,
Or no, never mind. I'm not
he
gonna be
ain't
that
played.
person.
So make sure. Don't think that the Heat finna come back and get a gun. And like he ain't played like 2 years.
No, he played last year
Did he?
until he got traded to Miami, and then they shut him down within like 3 games.
Then he got hurt.
I thought he was
Again,
hurt
didn't
before
he?
he got. I thought he got traded while he was hurt.
He played a couple games with Miami.
Huh.
Like literally, I think like it was less than 3 or 3 or less, I should say.
Let's see.
I know they was all season.
But
Wait
it was-
till we
it
get
was-
Depot back.
It was connected to like his original injury. It's like they had to go back in to fix whatever
Yeah,
They
he
were.
played 4 games with Miami last year.
off by one.
Oof. Knicks guard. Speaking of Derrick Rose, he had a minor procedure on his right hand. 225
His
Right
wire
ankle.
ankle. I'm tripping.
February like that.
225 February 25th. And it addressed a skin infection in the area of his December surgery. There's optimism that Rose can return to the lineup in 1 to 2 weeks.
The Knicks need him.
Yeah.
They
Can't wait to
absolutely
see him
need him.
back.
I
They
mean,
need him.
shit, this one, thank it.
They're not giving up yet. Bing bong. A real New York story.
I was hating. I'm like, all right.
KD, don't you wish you came to the Knicks? KD's like, no.
No.
I'm good.
Nope. NBA transactions. The San Antonio Spurs and point guard Thomas Satoransky have agreed to a contract buyout, clearing the way for him to sign with the Washington Wizards. How do we know this, though? Before he even signed? Ain't that tamper?
You know how this goes.
Okay, I'm just curious. Just curious.
The Wizards love spinning the block on point guards. They brought back Ish Smith. Now they're bringing back Sato.
They said, hey, we had good times with
Then again, that was the Bucks' whole offseason, so never mind.
pot kettle.
Los Angeles Lakers intend to waive DeAndre Jordan and sign DJ Augustine.
Womp, womp.
I'm glad we got DeAndre Jordan out here, but
DeAndre
Augustine
Jordan.
ain't gonna do shit.
I got a question. Do you think they traded him because he threw that pass?
Boy!
Is that what did it?
I've been watching them all, and he's been trash.
I mean, he
Do have to learn to be like, my bad. Like, yeah, nigga, no, we know.
Yo, man, nigga.
Tip the ball to yourself. Take like 3-4 dribbles up the court
Dog.
and launched it, bro.
My eyes was like, what the fuck is this nigga on?
I didn't even know like what he was trying to
Yeah,
do.
like what was you on, bro?
It's kind of like J.B. Crowder's pass, like at the end of that game against, was it Utah?
Oh yeah,
Whoever they played on Sunday. I think it was Utah.
he just threw it right out of bounds. It's like,
Yeah.
no, what did you even doing?
Like,
What was you thinking, bro?
like not even close.
So, Ken, how are you feeling about trading DJ for DJ? And I can tell you, just as
We've
a
been
Bucks
there.
fan, who we saw DJ close last year. Not great.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about getting another point guard? Apparently, they're bringing him because they want a shooting point guard to back up Russ.
Oh,
That's what they said.
I mean, I guess he I don't know, man. Like I said, y'all, the Lakers just got me so mentally just drained and checked out. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. We do need shooting though coming off the bench, definitely. So if you can come do that, be serviceable, I guess we're okay.
I mean, I guess y'all will get more out of Augustine than y'all got out of Jordan.
Yeah,
So,
Jordan was just there. He was
he's
just a
on the bench.
body.
Yeah, just on the bench.
I was just like, why is he? It was literally pointless for that guy to be there.
How did you feel about the Laker fans booing during that last game? Who was that? To the Pelicans.
Oh yeah.
LeBron threw that pass, tried to do that little nice bounce pass along the sideline, just bounced that right on out of bounds.
Yeah.
And then all you heard was boo.
I mean, because everyone Laker fans are fed up. Like we're fed up. How about that? Because we're promised something from LeBron.
Yeah.
So like, don't promise shit that you can't, and you're not delivering.
not 2,
Yeah.
not 3.
So yeah, I mean, it's been very upsetting. It's been very frustrating being a Laker fan because we should not be in this position because we're promised things. And then I just don't like that he don't take responsibility for
He
it.
don't.
So
He
it'd
don't.
be like I said, I could so respect him more if you go, you know what, my bad. I'm gonna do what I can do to fix it.
Nope.
But you pointing fingers like, oh no, it ain't me. It's this thing. It's this. Like, come on, bro. Just take a spot. You built this team, bro. It is not working, and it's cool.
Just
And like even when he apologized to that reporter, like it was first of all it was a half apology in which he still didn't take any
didn't.
responsibility
He did
for
not.
it.
Never. He never does.
who was it?
Also-
Bill Oram.
Yeah, from the Athletic. And he'll never write anything positive about the Lakers. What is there positive to write about the Lakers at this point?
That's what I said.
It's not.
Do
It's
something
nothing.
good to get a positive article then. Tim Triple T said hindsight, thinking about how DeAndre Jordan got held in a house by the Clippers so he wouldn't leave is wild. Like, what the F type of player did they think he was going to turn into?
Tyson Chandler.
That's actually Tyson
Yeah,
Chandler
I
was a
forgot
very
about Tyson
useful
Chandler.
big.
He was.
I mean, DJ
And
was too.
DJ,
like,
when he was younger, he was
Rim
way
runner,
different than what he is
defender.
I was
now.
gonna say this DJ ain't that DJ.
Yeah, this
Mhm.
is different levels of
He
DJ.
was super athletic as a 7.
Like the question you really need to be asking is why the hell did Brooklyn pay him $10 million last year? That's the robbery.
Giving
Like,
away money.
the Clippers got a good player back.
Meanwhile, the Lakers didn't have many options, so they
When he,
filled out the rest of who they could fill it out with.
Wasn't he friends with one of the big 3? Wasn't he? Jordan.
I think
They claim he was a package deal with Kyrie and KD.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure he's cool with KD.
He ain't got paid.
That ain't work out.
He got paid though.
Get your
So-
money, black man.
And like I'm looking at DJ Augustine's basketball reference page. Like seriously, last year was like, well, I guess his last year in Orlando wasn't great either, but he's back up over 40% from 3,
Okay,
Hey.
there you go.
All right.
That's something.
Serviceable.
That's something.
40.6.
We'll see. Hopefully, change your scenery, do him right, and you can get us.
He
to this
definitely won't
playoff
fix the
game.
defense though.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely wasn't expecting that anyway.
After a 3-year suspension from the NBA, former Rookie of the Year Tyreke Evans will meet with the. Well, did he meet us already?
I
I think his workout was yesterday.
Okay. Met with the reigning defending undisputed heavyweight champions of the world, the Milwaukee Bucks. What do we think about this?
Hey man,
We haven't seen him in 3 years, so
it's a tryout. So if he shows that he can play, like start him off on a 10 days, you go from there.
Facts, because we have an open roster spot.
Mhm.
we could use a wing.
We definitely can use a wing. It's only been 2 games at CarterBembry.
I like them.
Those young men play some defense. Carter picking them people full court.
They're active. Not sure how effective they are yet. Carter more so than Bembry. Bembry's just he out there. He trying.
I can see where Bembry go come in and play in the playoffs though.
Like, I don't know if he's gonna get that many playoffs.
If he gets some, because like one of those possessions yesterday I was watching. He was on Malik. Was it Malik Monk or he was guarding somebody?
No, you really want Malik Monk to still be a Hornet?
I don't Malik Monk. Miles Bridges. I think it was Bridges that he was guarding. Either Bridges or Oubre at one point, but he was using his active hands and he was standing in front of him and stuff like that. And then he stripped the ball away. Ball came back. It was Oubre because he fouled him under the rim. But I was like, in the playoffs, if that was the playoff, they probably let that slide. Yeah, because he was locking his ass. So he was sitting on him for a minute. And they kind of bailed him out with that foul at the end. I'm like, so he might. I can see that being a good thing for us. If he gets some playoff minutes, something like that on the floor, where we have several players that's still gonna sweat you like that.
They're not bad defenders. Like I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying like I don't like they're not locked down. Like they're competent NBA defenders.
But here's the thing: you put them in a system where you got guys who are playing defense, and their talent looks more
capable to handle that.
No, their talent looks more capable. Period. Like it just when you're in the right system, like you shine. And I think that's something we might be able to see with them on the Bucks. Because even Drew Holiday, he was like, "Yo, I was seeing them out there playing defense, and it made me be like, I better play some defense." Like
that was the thing I saw in the Brooklyn game specifically. Like when the Bucks went on their run in the second half of the third quarter, like it was with Carter and Bobby on the court, and it was like Carter's energy on defense fed Bobby's energy on offense, and that kind of brought him back.
Shout out to Bobby Portis, by the way.
Somebody just need to talk to Chris.
I don't know. And Chris got to
like. I kind of wish he hadn't made All-Star because it just like give him a break, like let him get away, like not have to worry.
The limelight.
Yeah, just chill out.
He's had a spotlight on him for almost a year straight now.
He's been working though. Like he literally been out here.
That's what we said. Like take away the All-Star, let him chill, remove some of that spotlight, remove some of that. Yeah,
I didn't realize their All-Star break was gonna be that long. Like I didn't realize that they didn't start back up until Saturday. It's like damn, yeah,
they needed that.
That's good for them though.
Yeah. And then they came back and looked real sleepy.
But again, like that could be rust. So
yeah. Well, they better pick it up. They got quite a schedule coming up. Also, I'm so happy I'm going to this Heat game tomorrow because I didn't realize the Brandon Jennings hat was the giveaway.
If anybody don't want they hat. Thank you.
I'll try to see if I can,
finagle something.
Yeah, see.
Use your connects.
I mean, famous out here.
I didn't say all that. Walk up to Lisa and Marcus like, "What up, y'all?"
I mean, at least we get their information from them. So.
Two.
Shout out.
2 more Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets have signed sent DeMarcus Cousins to rest of the season contract, which is a weird way, but yeah,
to
contract rest of the season. And Charlotte's got signed guy like we alluded to earlier, Isaiah Thomas, to a 10-day contract. He was lighting up the G League though, like he was like 37 some points, like several. He had I think he like a couple 40 and a couple 37 point games.
If there's anything that IT can do,
is get buckets.
Yeah, and then put them against G League talent. No disrespect to the men in the G League, but they're not NBA players. So.
And he was a bona fide NBA player.
Like,
he
seriously look. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say seriously look at the stats of anybody that gets called up for like a two-way. It's always like, they were averaging like 20, 12, and 15.
Mama Diakite.
Mama
G League is like,
he was getting players in a month.
Oh man,
putting up 20 points, 12 boards.
I thought
3 blocks.
Diakite was gonna be somebody.
I did too. I was a fan, man.
Yeah.
Wessel thought that at the time.
Well, Don, I went back and forth on Don. And he wasn't a G League dude. He was just a dude. I don't know why we drafted.
No, he's coming off the bench in the G League too.
Right is now. He really?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Number 10 picking the draft. Speaking of mistakes that the Milwaukee Bucks made, shout out to DeMarcus Cousins for getting his rest of the year contract. In retrospect, it's kind of where the Bucks season went off the rails a little bit. Like since they waived him after a win against the Rockets, they are 500, and that was January 5th.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean they were 500 this year until they won last night. Then they put them over 500. But I don't know.
Like I don't know. It didn't necessarily, but I think that they let him go at a time where the team was playing well. feel like that kind of affected chemistry
because it affected the rotations.
And it put more tax on Giannis and Bobby to do
more
big man things.
And then they had lost Drew for a bit,
mm-hmm.
and then So
Chris was in the slide.
There's a lot of reasons why things have.
And I'm only saying like because their reasoning at the time was we need to have roster flexibility, and then it's like okay, but then you just traded Dante for a big and picked up 2 nets, so it's like
that's the flexibility they wanted.
Are you in a better spot than you were then now?
Would you take Boogie or Ibaka?
I think I'd rather have Ibaka. And it's not, and I want to be very, very, very clear that
no knock on Boogie.
No, it's not. It's just that I knew watching Boogie in a regular season, I didn't see an avenue for him getting many playoff minutes. He's so slow. He can't jump over a milk carton at this point. Like
shit.
And I not saying that Ibaka is super athletic anymore, but like he can at least move a little bit more than I shouldn't even say a little bit more. He can move more than Boogie could defensively. So like that's my thing with them. Like I think Boogie could give you more offensively.
Yeah.
Because he just was a big body. He bullies people by the rim. But I think Ibaka's offensive strengths fit the Bucks system better. Although I don't think that he's going to have the offensive output that Boogie had.
I think both were stopgaps essentially until Brook gets back. Like, yes, Serge can play once Brook is back, and that's helpful. But at the same time, it's like if you're only using them as stopgaps, like it's kind of a wash. Like what they give you in the playoffs, most likely.
And
then
Serge
it's like
better in a drop too.
Who?
Serge is better in a drop coverage than but I mean,
it's only been a couple games, so like I'm not gonna like throw out like it was a bad move. I'm just saying like
they need the body.
That body is that they needed through January and February, like especially with Brooks seemingly back within the next month or so.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So then it's like, okay, would you rather have Dante and Rodney Hood? Like Semi was a 0, but like
Shimmy can go.
Dante and Rodney Hood or Javon Carter and DeAndre Bembry.
It's too early for me to give an opinion on Carter and Bembry, but I think I'm going to like having Carter a lot. As a regular season option, just to kind of take up those minutes. I don't know about him in the playoffs.
I think I would still rather have Dante, especially just because like they sold him basically at his lowest value.
Oh yeah, I mean if it's between Dante, yeah, I can see that. But it's also a possibility that Dante never gets back to what we saw.
Could be.
So it's a lot of different,
Like I get it. It's what if it's sliding doors, and you never know
what
could have
sliding
happened.
Doors. That sounds like an album title.
But I was just pointing out, like the inflection point for the season so far has been the decision to waive Boogie,
and that's fair.
I was just trying to look up deep and change those numbers.
They haven't been good.
Oh, in
they have not been great in Sacramento.
They haven't really been.
You gonna keep on with the transactions, or you want me
I'm
to
just gonna roll past Dante?
Yeah, you don't want to.
NFL transactions. The Panthers are keeping tight end Ian Thomas, agreeing on a 3-year contract worth $16.5 million.
I don't even know what that is.
A great blocker. That's what he is.
He's a good tight end.
Y'all say so.
He's a great blocker.
Sean McVay told ESPN that he is not pursuing any television opportunities, and he is committed to helping the Rams defend the Super Bowl title. Word on the street, he was gonna get offered $100 million.
Oh yeah, for like 5 years.
Oh, wait,
$100 million for TV or
TV?
For TV. They want him to bring him in for $100 million. I think it was Amazon. Want to bring him in for $100 million.
Yeah, damn.
He said, "I'm gonna go back to coaching."
I'm pretty sure he's about to get a new coaching contract.
Yeah.
For $100 million.
I don't know if it's necessarily that much, but like he's definitely using that as leverage. Like, hey, look, this is what I could do. So, and I just want you a ring. So,
$100 million,
500,
and walked away from
it. I don't know.
To commentate.
You ain't even got to go through the stress of preparing 52
other
motherfuckers every
remember
week.
Names and shit.
You ain't got to worry about getting fired because your special teams coach is ass.
You guys, you know how much of a time commitment it is to be a coach.
Yeah, he's still young too. He young,
but you do it because you love it,
right?
So walking away from that at 36, it's like I get why you're like.
Because he said he was talking about like family. I just want to be with my family. I think he'll be done before he's 40.
Shit. And then come back when he's 50.
Because you can. There's no age limit on coaching.
He really is Gruden 2.0. So I can see him following maybe not the way that it ended, but I can see him following the same career trajectory.
Well, they love him, man. They really do. I mean, he was the face of hiring the new younger coach anyways. Like the aesthetic of the coach, the Sean McVays, the Matt LaFleur's, the
Bengals guy come from his team.
Yeah, Zach Taylor. You have old boy with the Bills too. Sean McDermott. Is it McDermott?
McDermott preceded McVay because he was like a defensive coordinator with Philly for a long time, or at least prominently.
That whole thing of McVay was the kind of the catalyst of all of that. So they've been loving McVay forever.
When does it start for Amazon?
This season?
Okay. Thursday or Monday.
I know they're really throwing it back at everybody. Like they threw it at him, they threw it at Aikman.
Yeah. No, they threw a stupid bag at Aikman. Yeah, they threw a stupid bag at Aikman.
Is he going to Monday Night Football? Or did he decide to go back to Fox?
I don't know what his decision was.
I don't know either.
Aikman ain't even that cold.
He's not, bro.
Yeah, name though. Because like now it's like they're throwing it at Kirk Herbstreit.
No, Aikman went to ESPN and he wants Joe Buck to come with him.
Of course he does.
Joe Buck ain't finna miss that Fox, buddy. He'll be a fool.
Well, he gets to do baseball with them too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he literally
he's double dipping.
That's what I'm saying. He been double dipping. And when his dad was on Fox too, right?
I don't think so. His dad was for the Cardinals, I think. Their radio guy.
Yeah, and Troy Aikman really want Buck, but we don't know how likely that is. He's like, we actually are really good friends too. Like we started off just as
coworkers.
Yeah, now we cool. So
that's my dog.
That's like y'all.
Who?
Started off as a podcast co.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we fam out here.
Why you do? You included in that too? You didn't know, Ken?
Y'all twins, motherfucker. What you talking about?
Right.
Y'all got the same hair. What you talking about?
Nigga, fuck you.
What's that got?
Exactly.
How we twins and y'all matching hairstyle? Y'all match every day.
Fam, y'all been Baca twins since 2017. Don't try to.
He tried to Shawn Michaels my shit, bro. He tried to.
He tried to throw him through the window.
Hell yeah, he tried. Remember, he had his whole world tour. He was going on podcasts by himself and shit.
Bro, that was get out, nigga. Hey, now you want to put dirt out? You want me to open a can of beans? I'll spill all the beans in this motherfucker.
I'm quiet. Like, I'm just watching.
That's a world tour.
Y'all tune in. We like, nigga, where did this come?
Like he ain't going solo on podcast.
I don't know what you think. Exactly. I told everybody.
This nigga been on multiple.
I've told everybody.
Podcasts
hey, listen, I got this coming up.
Matter of fact, it was an episode that we did of The Last Possession a couple years ago, and then you came on and was like, "Oh yeah, I did whatever my sister's podcast was." I'm like, "It's my sister that I even know."
That did happen.
This nigga,
such an effing lady.
I did this nigga. This nigga.
He was like, "Yeah, I had."
Tim ain't real.
He was like, "I'm super hungover because, like, yeah, I had this such an effing lady podcast and everything. My sister show." That did happen.
That was such a fun podcast.
It was. I really enjoyed that podcast.
Yeah, y'all again, Baca twins. Y'all was in rare form that day.
Fair enough.
When they feed off each other, it's
been a minute. We're gonna have to.
Hey, can't nobody fuck with me or Tim in any podcast.
It goes with
nobody fucking with us.
Goes with cats that like to name themselves after clothing.
Hey.
Oh, there you
go. Uh-huh.
I'm just saying.
Nobody fucking with the duo of Tim and Ken.
Double S's. SNS.
Nobody fucking with us. No one.
They went to Riverside.
Took me a second. I was like, where are we going with this? Sweats and suits. We still got some beef.
This nigga said that ain't something at the clothing.
What's the clothing?
Sweats and suits. Hey, where the bell at? She got the bell. She's like, where's the clothing?
Tim,
Tim do the honors.
Yeah.
Yes. That's funny.
Damn, I thought you were a clothing brand. So I was like, who
that's funny.
I don't know no brand named SNS.
That's funny.
I get it. Yeah, I've caught on. I am all caught up, ladies and gentlemen.
Now we here together, but your beef. Tampa Bay Buccaneers standout guard Ali Marpert is retiring via Instagram last week. He is 28.
Yeah. Get out, get your shit.
Hey, he got his money.
He earned 37 mil.
Oh, that's
and he freed up 10 for the Bucks.
Hey, get your money.
At 28, like, bro, I'm retired. I'm a multi-millionaire and been to college, got all of it. Like, I'm good.
Start his next career.
Right, I'm straight.
while he got a sound mind and a healthy body. I'm not mad at that at all.
Especially they say like the amount of subconcussive hits that you take as an offensive
lineman.
lineman.
First thing they do, your head is
Smack,
already right
exactly.
there. Hike, smack. All
Smack
right,
you.
now turn your head. Let's go and do this.
He said hike smack. But it's true. As I mentioned earlier, Derek Jeter is stepping down as CEO of the Miami Marlins. In a statement that he sent out, I said that to my mom earlier. I was like, me. I was talking to
So I
my
looked at
mom,
like, girl, what's wrong?
Right, she was like, what? I was like, yeah, me. So she was like, who the Bucks play tomorrow? That's what she asked. And she was like, what? I said, Miami. Oh, okay. But no, he sent out a news release statement, not through the team, but through his own independent media, and said, quote, the vision for the future of the franchise is different than the one I signed up to lead. Now is the right time for me to step aside as the new season begins, end quote.
What season?
Good point. The New York Mets have made a historic hire, bringing on Elizabeth Ben to be their director of Major League Operations. Ben now becomes the highest ranking female baseball ops employee in franchise history.
And it's Women's History Month, right?
March is?
Shout out.
Not a shout out. New York Liberty.
Right, what's it followed up with this?
Right. The New York Liberty were fined $500,000.
Not the house.
They were fined $500,000 by the WNBA for chartering flights in the second half of last season.
So wait, they fined because they
chartered flights. It was a what they called a competitive
of the,
advantage.
Yeah.
Why? Because my players is on private flights.
Yeah.
Other teams can't put their players on.
That sounds like a you problem.
Because I mean, even what's her name she was on Chicago, and she left to go to New York this offseason.
Stephanie Dawson.
Yes, and she said New York treat their players right.
Sounds like a you problem. So I gotta get fined because y'all want to treat them like shit.
Because the thing, like, so like on top of that, and I wish I had the tweet up in front of me, but like on top of that, like, so the owners of the Liberty are the owners of the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe Tsai and his wife, they chartered flights, and then after that was like, you can't do that. Then they set up a deal for commercial flights, like commercial flight deals, like discount deals, whatever, for the entire league, and they're like, no.
For what?
They had it was like a 3-year deal they had lined up to get all other teams like flights, and they were like, no.
For what though?
I don't know why they said
that's
no.
wild.
So it's like, if you can't, like, I always go back to this thing in sports ownership specifically, and it might be a different calculation in WNBA just because of their finances, but it's like, if you can't afford to own a team, sell the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially in like the Major League Baseball, like they're all crying broke, and the NBA is like, well, we're not making money off of this. It's like, okay, but you know how you can make money is like these franchise valuations are like super high, so you can actually sell your team for like $2 billion right now. So don't come crying to me like talk about you broke off of a lockout. I mean, not a lockout season, a pandemic season. Like,
and it's crazy. They were going to fine the Liberty $1 million. They even talked about terminating the franchise because of them getting these flights.
That's crazy.
But again,
it's never that.
Why would you turn down if the whole league
can benefit
from it? What the hell?
We can't treat these players like they're professional athletes. Like, they might actually start wanting to get paid like professional athletes.
Like, that's some wild shit, bro.
Keegan in the comments says, seriously, what a BS fine. They don't let the teams upgrade them to first class either. These are tall people. They are. Thank you.
These women are tall. The coaches are tall.
I am 5'10", and I find it to be uncomfortable on a lot of commercial flights. I'm only 5'10".
Yeah.
Liz Cambage is 6'8".
Like, come on, man. And the amount of travel they have to do, like, it just doesn't make sense to have them rock. Like, the reason that they even got the charter flights in the first place for the Liberty players, because they had a travel snap, like, they had a problem. So then they were like, you know what?
We can just do this.
We're going to get y'all some flights.
Yeah.
People always say, come to me. Don't come to me with complaints. Come to me with solutions. This is the epitome of coming with a solution. And y'all like, yeah, that don't work out.
Then he got in trouble. He said, you know what? Another idea. Let's get y'all all flights. And they said, no.
You know, I'm going to give you a whooping for trying to make the league better. What's wrong with you?
Not a whooping.
And they tried to take the whole damn team. Hell yeah. Finding me money. I already had to pay for these flights because y'all don't want to. Now I got to pay y'all because y'all don't want to pay.
But that's at least 2 teams now that we know of that have owners that are willing to spend more and aren't being allowed to by the rest of the league. So, like, hopefully they get more people with more money in that are willing to spend money
and
on
figure
these
out
players.
we can find out who's trying to prevent this from happening and go ahead and get them out of there too.
I was reading earlier, like it's pretty much like the new owners who have been coming in.
Mm-hmm.
They really want to like put money into the league. Like we need to upgrade some stuff. Like Mark Davis came in as the Aces owner, and he was like, no, I can't do anything, like because he had plans of like
I got a team.
more.
I want my team to be good, so I need my players and my facilities. I want people to come to see my team.
Because think about the push that they've made in the last, let's say, 5 years. Basically, since we started doing this podcast, but like the push that they've made in the last 5 years, like they're bringing in new investors, they're bringing in like new eyeballs. Like the league is on the ascent.
Yeah.
So like it's still, I'm not surprised that it's the old guard hanging on where they're like still think that they're
some of them
pinching pennies.
Some of them think of WNBA as charity, where they park money like, oh, these are just losses. Like we're doing this for the good, and there's other owners like the new ones like, no, we can like this is a viable business.
Yeah.
Like let's do this for real, and it hasn't been happening. It's unfortunate.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Right. FIFA suspends Russian teams from competitions amid the invasion of Ukraine until further notice. I have a few things I would like to say about that, but I'm not. I'm just going to let that hang out there.
At least they buying them for something.
Bro, they gonna come back as the Republican?
They've been
they gonna come back
the
as
Republic of Russia and shit, bro. Like
the RROC.
like dog. We know y'all Russia, but y'all ain't gonna buy Russia.
I mean, this is FIFA. This ain't the Olympic Committee. So
this is true.
And that was Olympics.
It's too different.
Yeah, the Olympics would have been like, y'all just come back as like you said, the RR.
Come up with nicknames and shit. Like, bro, what country are y'all? Shit, Kremlins. Like, all right. Well, now the Kremlins are up. Like, what the fuck?
Like, who are they? Why they got Russia's
just
national
wild,
anthem?
bro. Like, just stand on it, dog. Like the word now that never mind.
Nope.
Mind.
We gon' Yep.
The MLB, I got you. And the MLBPA did not come to an agreement by Monday.
Today or
yesterday. Which means the opening day on May 31st will be canceled along with potentially a week's worth
Ain't
of
that
games.
March? Is it March or is it May?
I think it's March. Yeah.
It's March.
Yeah. So
I was like, May sound too late.
The thing is,
and they had more talks today. I saw too, and
it
still didn't work
no,
out.
but the MLB literally, when they induced this lockout, did not give them nothing for 6 weeks. 6 weeks, we ain't even talk about shit. Then all of a sudden, it's close to the deadline. Saying, "Oh yeah, no, we can talk. Y'all ain't trying to talk. We trying to talk. No, we ain't talking about what we talking about. No." The players is like, we done dealing with y'all shit. We done with y'all manipulating. Y'all been playing with our money. We ain't been making as much in the time frames. Y'all been playing with our servicing time. Y'all been playing with how like our cap. Like y'all don't even have a real cap. Y'all got the luxury cap, but they don't even use that. It's a full salary cap. So y'all be shaving budgets off of teams that ain't even close to the, most of these teams. Like it's wild. And they were like, y'all been shaving and saving all this money for years and years and years and years and years. And now we want some. We want some. We see the TV deals. Everybody see the TV deals.
Yeah, stupid.
Hell, the Dodgers alone TV deal.
Yeah.
Like, we just want some of these dollars, bro. Give us a percentage of these dollars since y'all getting all of this shit because of us anyway.
Because it's one of those things too where like I'm not gonna act like I know a lot about the MLB lockout, but one thing I do know about baseball is like you hear like these really big contracts. And it's like, dang, we should make sure our kids play baseball and this and that. But that's like
10 years down the road, bro.
And even on top of that, it's only a few players who get to that threshold. Most players are they getting what they can get.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we still have minor leaguers, which obviously this ain't part of it because it's only the major league deal. But like minor league players, like make sub minimum wage, like
$30K, $40K a year.
5 people in one apartment.
25K. Like, come on, dog. What? You know, they still trying to figure it out while they got to be on the road and fight for a spot to get called up. You've been drafted and you still on the road fighting.
So we canceling some games now. We at the point where some games are being canceled. I saw like now I think they said the first 2 series are off.
Yeah, the Brewers first 2 series for sure. Because I think they're supposed to play the Giants and somebody else. I feel like the Dodgers.
Hey, regardless, players, get y'all money.
Exactly.
I don't like, and people probably we ain't that big of a baseball fan. I'm not. So me not having baseball doesn't hurt me or affect my day-to-day happiness, but I want the players to get their money. I'm always gonna be on the player side. So,
but that sentiment right there is why the owners and players are both playing a very dangerous game because like a lot of people are already like, man, I could do without baseball.
Fam, Jackie Robinson could do without baseball when he retired. Like I read that today. I was like, dang, it was like when he retired. I think it was like in '58. He said, baseball was boring. I'd rather watch basketball and football.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I agree with you, Jackie.
So, yeah. So you don't want people to realize, like, yeah, I actually don't need baseball. Because, again, like, that almost killed it when they had their last strike in 94. Like, and I'm not saying the players are greedy. I'm just saying, like, y'all need to come to an agreement for the sake of the future of your sport.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they need to make some changes.
Now, just a
couple
put a bow on this one. The league stated last week that if the regular season games were canceled, they won't be made up, nor will players get paid for the 162 game season.
Of course.
So the union contends it's likely to negotiate back pay in any return to play scenario. And two, the sides are far apart on a couple of things, including the following: minimum salaries, the competitive balance tax, Super 2 expansion, revenue sharing, an expanded postseason, and a new pre-arbitration bonus pool. They really standing on, no, we don't want 14 teams in the playoffs, though. Like, the players, and it's not just like they said it's not just a couple, it's like unanimously, not unanimous, but like they standing as a front, like, no 14 teams, bro. Fuck that shit.
Hey.
I mean, I would like to see their reasoning because, like, I feel like that's more money in their pocket. But again, like, if they're not getting a cut of it, like,
then it don't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So the Packers, which are the only NFL team that has not played a regular season game overseas, will finally do so this upcoming year. They are going to London, baby.
Hey.
And I just want to say I've always wanted to go to London.
It's nice.
Yeah, you definitely were in London. Two things.
I love Governor.
Hello, Governor.
I had a chance to go to London in undergrad and a study abroad program, but I was poor, so I couldn't go. And two, I have heard that if you go to London as a black person, you better find Black London because otherwise you ain't getting no good food.
Fish and chips will get you right though.
But I heard like you gotta go to the right place. You gotta go to the right place
shit.
because if you don't go to a black place that's serving fish and chips, you ain't gonna get no season. It's gonna be just fish
and
chips.
Maybe fish and chips and some salt.
Dang.
A dash or some sea salt.
Oh shit.
But I liked it. I loved it there actually. Sam still bring that up to this day. You gonna call me while I'm at the house from a club in London? Oh, I'm having a good ass time. Yeah, it's like damn.
You call,
I definitely
calling
did.
somebody from a club while you sitting there like, hey, I'm turning up and having a good time. Hey,
Especially with the time difference. It was probably like, she was probably like on her lunch break and shit.
Yeah, it was nighttime there, and she said she was pissed because I forgot when I sent her this. I think she said she was trying to talk to me about something. I sent her back a video. We in the car. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Yeah, no.
in case there are non-Packer fans listening and you like, how come the Packers ain't never been overseas yet? It's a few reasons for that. One, the Packers said, we ain't giving up a home game.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna happen. And then other teams said, well, we ain't giving up our Packer game because Packer fans travel so well. Those games always give us a lot of money. So we ain't getting rid of that either. So having an extra game has allowed the Packers to be like, you know what? We can do this.
We got a game to blow.
We can do this. Yeah.
We got money to blow.
Yeah. We can do this. Packers president Mark Murphy also announced that the team will be submitting a proposal to host the 2024 NFL draft. And I believe they are a top 3 finalist. So it's between Green Bay, Detroit, and Washington, D.C.
Okay. Bring it to Green Bay. Let me get my 40-yard on, dog. I'm going up there for sure.
Either Green Bay or D.C., I think.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, Detroit.
Yeah.
It just seems to happen organically. I don't try to do this.
I was gonna say, like, I'm not going to London for the Packers, but I'll go up.
Historic Lambeau for the draft?
Yeah.
For the combine?
I mean, I love drafts, so
Yeah.
But we finally get to do our 40 and shit, dog.
Damn, we gotta find a gym to do that. Period. We can do a 40. My 40 time gonna be like 12 seconds.
I should have ran this 40 about 2 years ago.
Remember when you ran that 40 outside of Dooch's house, but it was real like an 80
Uphill
yeah, that was funny.
in dress shoes.
We got A couple more items of discussion here for the topics of the week. The coach submitted a proposal to guarantee each team an overtime possession, according to a league source. So if that got approved, the rule change would apply to regular and postseason, but it's unclear at this point how much support there is for overtime rule changes. So something to keep an eye on. The average ticket price for Coach K's last UNC Duke game and final home game this weekend is $5,392.
They said it was 3 stacks to get in the door. To get in the door, it was $3,500.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be going.
I was
Hell
like,
no,
shit.
fuck that.
But
He ain't got no. Well, he got a nice squad. The Duke, some of the players, not squads. Some of the players he got
UNC
is
ain't
is
even all
must
that
see.
great this year. Yeah.
Right. But he got old boy. Was it Honcho? What was his name?
Oh yeah,
All
he
up in-
probably gonna be
Yeah, like
top 3 pick.
He got some.
I mean, I
Players
think
to put
I saw
eyes
they have
on.
like 4 or 5 players that should go in the first round this year.
So he got a squad to be able to
Yeah,
afford them. Well, for those tickets, the valuation is
But
there for Coach K too.
You know, again, like we can't just pay the players though.
Right.
Yeah.
But we can charge y'all three racks to get into the door. So, and I mean, I know that's the secondary market, but yet and still, people are making money off of
That
that.
means that the demand is there, which means that you could charge.
Talk about it. ESPN and Walt Disney announced the launch of Anscape, which is a rebranded and reimagined expansion of The Undefeated. So what they plan to do with Anscape is make that a multimedia platform that is dedicated to embracing and sharing the full range of Black culture and identity. The Undefeated did that as well, but the reason they changed the name is that they had some licensing problems, and they wanted to expand the footprint of The Undefeated into coverage of not just sports, but events, music, food, fashion, tech, personal finance, parenting, travel, in addition to the sports, as I mentioned. So, hey, Anscape, you looking for a podcast?
we here.
We here.
We here.
We for the culture. We here.
A bit of a conflict of interest, but you know, I'm willing to look past it if you are.
Where's the conflict?
I got family there.
Oh, so y'all can do it. We can have, man, there ain't no conflict.
But that's just the plug. What you talking about?
Right. Get us
I'm
in
just saying,
there.
people might look at it like it ain't on that.
Hey, listen, people.
Don't nobody give a damn.
It ain't about
that.
what
We
you know
here.
is who you know. Ain't that
We
what they
here.
say all the time?
God damn it. Don't worry about how we got here. We here.
Right. And now you love us.
And now we fam too. What you talking about?
Exactly.
And love us.
Loudest shit in your living room.
But see,
That's Tim. Tim's the one who's loud in your living room.
but the Undefeated, that's what happens when you let Snacks name your company.
Yeah, fam. Anscape's a terrible name.
They just took out the L. One that it used to be what was that? What landscape was the oh shit, it's the size, it's the portrait size. You know, you got portrait and landscape.
I thought of landscaping like your lawn.
Long grass.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting that you went to paper orientation though, but
Yeah.
I feel you. Former UFC heavyweight champion and former WWE, I guess you call him a star, maybe not. Cain Velasquez, he was arrested and charged with attempted murder on Monday. He is being held without bail at the moment. Also, there are really no details around the shooting. So
That's the funny. That's I won't say funny. That's the wild part about it. Cain Velasquez, former UFC heavyweight champion, needed a gun for somebody. Hands and feet wasn't enough. He needed a gun to get rid of this person. Whatever the fuck they did is wild. Because typically he could just,
hey,
10 toes.
Don't know the situation.
That's why it has to be wild for that to get to that point.
So we'll definitely see. As that
To bring
story
it back down
continues
a little bit. Kofi's title reign died because of this guy.
Yeah. They wanted to.
So they wanted Kane and Brock.
They wanted
When we already saw the real thing.
at the Crown Jewel.
So for fake fighting, a fake fighting rematch of something that we already saw.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that didn't work out.
Absolutely.
Flabbergasted. Can't believe it.
Speaking of Brock Lesnar.
Speaking of, so the WrestleMania 38 match between Brock and Roman Reigns will be a championship unification match. So the winner of that match will walk out with 2 belts.
Dos scraps.
It's been a long time coming.
You want to take
Dave Meltzer noted that the deal is going to be similar to when they united titles in the past, because they still want 2 champions, one for each brand, because it's not feasible in this current environment, given the fact that SmackDown's on one network and Raw's on another network, that one network will be without a champion. So if you win the belts, you defending both of them.
I mean,
so you double.
It's not gonna be like one belt. It's just, you're the SmackDown.
You're just carrying both
belts.
belts.
Yeah, you got 2 belts now.
So you fight Monday or
yeah.
Okay.
You're on both shows.
Same until they decide to change it up.
So it's definitely not gonna be Brock winning this match.
No, which is what I was the whole time. I was saying it would be Roman. Well, I felt like it was gonna be Roman, just to give him more opportunities and opponents.
I mean,
because he's stuck on SmackDown,
and he's never beat Brock at Mania. So
it'll be the time.
Remember, Seth Rollins won the first match, and then everybody thought Roman was gonna win the second match, and then didn't, and then they booed the shit out. So also, that was like the longest fucking WrestleMania in history. So like by the end, everybody was just pissed anyway.
And tired
as fuck. That was like a 7-hour WrestleMania, dog.
Just end this shit.
I got a rumor for y'all too.
Oh, what you got?
Hey.
WrestleMania rumor. So Vince McMahon is scheduled to appear on the Pat McAfee show this Thursday, this week. And apparently it's to kick off a storyline between Vince and Pat where they have a match at WrestleMania.
I don't think Vince wrestles. I think it'd be his. I know, but I think it'd be.
They say it's be like a smoke and mirrors type of thing.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be his Austin Theory go step in for him type thing. Like, but it'll be like Vince with the story and stuff. But the way he's rolling on Austin Theory, I think it'd end up Austin Theory being.
He's growing on me.
Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm. I didn't like him at first, bro. But I was like, he all right.
Vince hasn't wrestled in over a decade, and I'm sure it's been several years since he's even taken a bump in the ring.
Yeah, I think Kevin Owens.
That's probably the last bump he took.
I mean, probably not the last one, but the last wrestling, bro.
In the ring.
Yeah, Kevin Owens headbutted him a couple years ago.
I remember that. Like, damn, Vince too old for this shit. When he got hit, like he's too old to be falling down like that already.
He felt like a
oh, it was terrible,
man.
So that's I don't think he's gonna wrestle. I think it'll be a bait and switch.
Or he'll get in there for a little bit and get a couple.
Throw a punch,
yeah,
but don't take no bumps.
Again,
he gotta take some bumps
in the ring. I think I saw Edge turn heel yesterday.
Yes.
Well, against AJ, right?
Yeah, but I'm kind of curious how they gonna do that because typically when they use the 2 chair shot to the head thing is when they was writing somebody off the TV.
What is a concerto?
The concerto.
I mean, you know,
like
rules.
I know they're flexible, but usually like it was moves like that or the stairs and then they break their leg on the stairs or they use the concerto to the head and they off TV for 3 months.
For a while they did the concerto they just did it regularly.
I felt like he did that when he was fighting Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
But the last time that was done, he did that when it was done to him with Randy Orton and he was written off of TV for a while.
I mean, yeah, you can write someone off of it.
They've used it several times.
Yeah, but just because it happens doesn't mean that they will be written off.
I also remember Kevin Owens used to powerbomb people into the apron, and like I think that was used to write off John Cena for a little bit, and then he used it on somebody else, and they were back the next week. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say, why is American Airlines sending me a message? I ain't subscribed to this, but it's Travelocity. We found you flights under $200. Check these out.
About time. Is it with $199?
No, it's literally just a promo email. I guess under $200 you can go to Vegas, Miami, Orlando, or Los
how much
Angeles.
is it? $199 plus tax?
I don't know. It's under. I didn't click on it. It's under 200.
Hey, I'm intrigued.
Who is this?
It was through American. Yeah, I mean we only got like 4 options now for airlines, so
everybody.
American's still the worst.
Worse than Spirit and Frontier combining? I think not.
I
don't mind Spirit.
They cheaper.
Everybody keeps saying I don't mind Spirit.
Fam, them seats too uncomfortable for them. No,
I'm chilling in Spirit.
No.
I like Delta, man. No issues at all.
I used to be a Southwest.
Every time I go to Atlanta, it's Delta.
Yeah,
Southwest used to be my jam. Yeah. Anywho,
I got a Chicago to Las Vegas for 174.
See?
Oh, round trip?
Mm-hmm.
When you leaving?
I can let you know in a minute.
Oh damn!
He booking it right now. All right, let's get into the blow the whistle and then the top 5 and get up on out of here.
Since you're connected, are you able to get clicks in our DM?
Sure can. Go
All
ahead.
right, now that's enough out of you. You know what? Tee his ass up.
Just to go back, valid on travel from April to mid-May.
To mid-May.
Dang, that's right before Summer League. Okay, anyways, I'm going to Summer League this year. I don't know if y'all coming with me, but I'm going.
Trip.
I'm going this year.
I'm ready.
All right, this is Eric's blow the whistle. I'm just gonna play the video, the audio that inspired it. So
I'm gonna tag you in too.
Okay.
But Shaq, we used to always play
I'm sorry, y'all.
Shaq,
I didn't
we
even
used-
set y'all up.
Oh yeah.
Gary Payton told a story about Shaquille O'Neal.
Mhm.
Here is a clip of said story.
But Shaq, we used to always play jokes.
Yeah.
Shaq is a jokester.
Oh, yeah.
So if one of the rookies would be in a stall, he would take a bucket and use the bathroom in it for about a week. And then all of a sudden he'll pour it on them. So
That's
But
the end of
Shaq-
the clip that we have there.
No, bro.
That's not a joke.
It's
No,
not.
that
What kind
don't
of joke is not?
That's assault. And that's a reason for somebody to shoot your ass. Because I'll be Javaris Crittenton like a motherfucker if somebody put
pour
a
some
bucket of
shit
piss
on
on
me?
No, that's just a big nasty ass motherfucker, dog. Like, who would even think to do like? How is that funny, bro? Like somebody, I'm surprised had nobody shut your big ass
I
yet.
think this is gonna be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, it's like,
And
bro,
first
what?
of all, why would you decide like I'm gonna poop in a bucket for a week?
A week.
Where'd you keep this?
See,
this
not a
bucket?
day.
I went to poop. I just
Yeah.
assumed it was pee. But hey,
It probably was both.
Whatever.
It
Whatever.
probably was
Human
probably that
excrement.
shit. You just a big nasty motherfucker, bro. Like, ain't nothing funny
Ain't
about
no
that.
fucking joke, bro.
That's not
Woo!
because the thing is, it wouldn't be a joke if it happened to him.
exactly. He'd be ready to fight, kill somebody, all of that.
It wouldn't.
Some stuff you just don't do.
I'm sorry, I don't even be condoning
For
this
some
shit, but I probably have
ha-has,
to
bro.
kick him in the nuts.
That seems
And-
like
but
the
that's
very
the-
least you could do.
Like-
But that's the thing with Shaq. Like he bigger than everybody, so like he knows nobody's gonna fight him head up.
That's why you gotta
Most
get kicked in the
likely.
nuts. That's exactly why. Bring your big ass down here.
Nah, I'm bringing pistols.
Exactly. The chopper go rig.
Put some steel toes on. Make you think twice about that shit.
Out there like Soldier Boy. Now it's out
Soulja Boy
there.
out
Like,
here.
blah, blah, blah.
I think that's the gift I
Big
use to
Draco,
respond
yeah,
to
yeah.
it.
Big Draco out here.
Woo,
Yeah, that's just
just
disgusting. bro.
filthy.
Like, it's nothing funny about that, like, at all.
that's
Like,
just filthy.
That's a blow to whistle on Shaq, and then also on Gary Payton for thinking that shit is funny. in the
Yeah,
first
like,
Right.
come on,
Talking about, he's such a jokester.
That ain't no fucking
now. He's such a jokester.
Did he do that to you? I bet you. I bet
No,
you ain't no
you
story
don't-
about Gary
I was
Payton.
like, you
Getting no
don't-
piss poured on him or nothing like that. Well, no
Shaq-
jokes with Gary Payton.
Shaq wouldn't be here if he did that shit to Gary Payton, my nigga.
And he probably say that shit quick. Ain't no motherfucking stories about Gary GP. Not no bluff. Like, no, exactly, bro. That shit wasn't funny.
No.
You ain't do that shit to everybody.
What happened to the shit where they just put like popcorn or something in your car?
Right.
Or some, you know, some shit like that. I can deal with that.
Or go pick up some donuts. Like
yeah. it's
Put
like
a whole
you-
bunch of washing powder in your washing
Yeah,
machine
some
so your
shit-
clothes is extra.
Yeah, some
extra
shit.
sudsy.
This nigga just go jump straight out the window with shit and piss. Like, come on, bro.
In a bucket.
Yeah, he
And on you, pour it. It's touching you, like pouring it on you directly.
he probably got some deep rooted, you know, freaky shit, bro. Like that's I don't
Don't
know.
bring that
That's
over
some
here.
fetishy shit, bro.
Talking about consent.
Yeah, bro. Like that's fighting words, bro.
again, that's pistols.
As soon as I smell it, it's a fight. First of all, don't bring your bodily discharge around me in a bucket.
That shit, wow. That's wild.
That's a good point. Though. Where the fuck did he store this at? dog?
saying.
For a week.
And it's Shaq.
Gross.
Yuck. Blech. Yuck.
Like think about how much he gotta consume
Yuck.
and how much he has to relieve.
You're already the size of a horse.
And he too big to be doing stuff in a bucket.
That's a big.
I mean, a
ass
toilet
bucket.
probably
That had
looks
to been a
small.
big ass fucking bucket.
You know what?
God, son, he had a wheelbarrow and shit.
Motherfucker bought one of them tubs that you be putting shit in.
Let's
like
move
that.
on because now I'm starting to have. Yeah.
That's nasty as hell.
Can I ring the bell on Shaq?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, fuck him.
God damn it.
Fuck him.
Tim's first 2 bell episode.
It's history in the making.
I deserve that first one. I tell you.
Boy. What clothes?
I didn't know what y'all was talking about. I thought you were talking about a clothing brand, and I didn't know of one.
The sweater, the suit.
Damn. I was like, I don't know no brand that's called S&S. Anyway, let's go to the top 5. Let's get out of here.
5, 4, 3,
2.
1.
Tech Top 5.
Last week's Tech Top 5, we did a snake draft where we drafted musical groups. Tim, do you have a winner?
I do.
You was counting it up earlier.
It was a nice race, but List B came out number 1. They fucked with it.
You know why?
They fucked with it because of
Michael
Mike.
It was
Jackson?
all because of Mike.
Because of Michael Jackson.
There were a few comments who were like, I like the people in that group, but I don't see it working as a
Yeah.
group.
Mine was like the most realistic concert.
Hey, they seen it enough.
No, it's too many. It's too many cats out here who don't got a heart for R&B no more. It's cool though. It's cool. It's a certain vibe.
You had a nice vibe. Real nice vibe. Who did I say?
I know what would have won for my list, but I refused to put him on it. Chris Brown instead of The Weeknd.
Someone did ask if Bruno Mars even counted. And I was like, that's a great question.
He don't count. He do count.
We got 4 black people in Bruno Mars.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I did go home. Was like, they let me get Bruno Mars on. They let me. I was like, hey, I don't know what the nigga is.
You almost won.
I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh yeah, Bruno, because yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, well,
He's part of the culture.
Yeah, I was like, he do our music.
I was like, shoot.
In some eyes, you.
Yeah, some people think that's no whole other conversation. But congrats on winning.
Gracias. I appreciate it.
Congrats.
I will say, do you want to know the numbers or you just be good with the winner?
I probably lost by like 1.
You did actually.
Yeah. I know it wasn't a landslide.
You did actually. It was 11-12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's a lot of votes,
thank you guys for voting this
Hell
week.
yeah. It was like 40 votes this week.
See, thank you. We appreciate that. We got to keep it going.
Yeah.
We got to keep this script going.
For sure.
20, 30, 35.
This week, we are doing the most exciting NBA players. So, that being said,
can we go in reverse tech order?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Oh, I was like, I'm cool.
Because nobody did.
Oh, damn. Make that a bit.
I
Do
got
we want
mine right
to
here.
do
No, we can go reverse. Go ahead. Kansas, he got his list.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay. So at 5, I got LeBron.
Huh?
Still?
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, he a Laker. What?
You think he's exciting, fam? Still?
For me,
Huh?
it's my list. Niggas, no, you see how niggas make me feel bad about
Hey,
my list?
We're just
I'm
asking
asking
questions.
follow-up questions.
Keep asking questions.
Oh,
Hey, I'm trying to start long as I need.
shit.
Why at 5?
Hey, man, he's still the king. That nigga's still the king. All right, at 4, I'm going to go the Joker.
Thought he be having some passes.
Yeah.
Dude, the
Yeah,
no-look
yeah.
pass that he had to the corner.
Damn.
I was like, oh my God, how did you see him? I mean, it was on the defender was surprised that it was coming past him. I mean, he caught a shooter's pocket, perfect pass. Didn't even look at that man.
Can I switch my LeBron?
No, nigga,
I can't go back?
Yeah, you can.
Your list
I
ain't
need
done
more
yet.
time.
ain't that a
Yeah.
bit? Wait,
ain't done.
no, you can't switch because you already got it down. It's jotted down. It's all good to go on paper because you can't change later.
You the only one that be fucking.
We only
shit up.
ever lock the list after you done. Like you'll
Exactly.
go
Right.
back and be like,
You
oh,
wait
can I switch this
until
up?
I'm doing mine. And you like, actually, can I go back? And it's like, no, you've already
still
had
be
your
in the
turn.
middle.
Nigga, you still ain't doing
I
your list,
still be in the
nigga.
middle. of
Because
making my
there have
list.
been
You still
times where
ain't
you
doing
like,
your list.
actually, you know what?
Oh,
Bump this to
they all got
5.
excuses.
I'm gonna put this person at 3.
It's excuses now.
All right, I'm going back.
Because we've said it. It's like how he go from 3 to 5. Like you just
You
had
have
him
definitely
below
made-
4.
Don't try.
Right. It's always special when it comes to 10.
Wait. Are we lying?
We gotta wait for the intros to be done.
Are we lying?
Right. In some instances, yes.
So we have never let you go back on your list.
No, bro.
Hell no. It's been several times. Make your black
Your turn to
ass
ring
go
it
with
too,
that.
because that's a big one.
No, bro.
As Eric said, we have watched you be like, you know what? Actually, this ain't 3, this 5. It's like,
Bro,
how
y'all
did
ain't. When the last time you let me do that? Years. It's been years, bro.
No, if you're still
Years.
he act
There's
like the
not
rules
been no
have
damn
changed.
years.
Right.
If you still are going during your turn,
Bro, the rules change for me all the time.
no, they don't. It's the same. If you are still going,
If they was the same, I wouldn't say this every time y'all change the rules.
you only say that because you salty when we don't let you.
Because y'all be changing the rules
No,
on me.
you get salty when we don't let you go
No.
outside.
You
the
know what? No,
rules.
I get salty when y'all allow each other to change the rules and not me.
Fam,
That's what it is. And
But
that's
then-
that's the honest to God truth.
But then
Y'all
your
allow
list
each
be
other
trash,
to change
though.
the rules and not
Then
me.
your list be
No,
it's different if you
no,
got a fire ass list.
Tell me that. Y'all allow each other but not me. Now tell me that's a lie.
I ain't
it's
never.
the
I
same
ain't- I don't see
guidelines.
it.
It's the same guidelines.
I don't see
That's
it.
why Deuce over there laughing. He knows the truth.
If it's
He like, don't bring me in this.
Hey, listen, I'm bringing everybody in this motherfucker.
if it's a draft, there's a certain protocol that has to be followed.
Mhm,
If it's a
mhm.
weekly one, a certain protocol needs to be followed.
Mhm.
Ken can change his list until I start mine.
Exactly.
Mm.
So I'm going back.
Mhm.
Number 5, I'm going KD.
I
4,
forgot about Kevin Durant.
yeah, 4, I'm going the Joker. 3, I'm gonna go Luka. 2, LaMelo. 1, Ja.
Say it one more time.
KD.
Uh-huh.
The Joker.
Uh-huh.
Luka.
Uh-huh.
LaMelo and Ja.
Do I want to put KD on mine?
I love watching KD.
No, I do too. I hate to not put the Joker on my list, but
He be doing some shop like yo,
bro.
He
passes.
he really do. He really do.
He be killing it.
And passing is cool,
Mhm.
but it don't get me as excited as what some of the other dudes on my list can do. So actually, I'm gonna change that right there. Number 5, I'm going with LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo.
Okay.
Number 4, I am going with Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Kyrie.
Number 3, I am going with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis.
Number 2, I am going with Ja Morant.
Mhm.
And number 1, I'm going with Steph Curry because nothing
call.
gets me as excited as seeing Steph when he gets on a heater. Like it's utterly ridiculous to bring it back to the beginning of the show in the Sport Factor of the week. Like Steph is just different. Even his pregame stuff gets like I'm like, whoa, like
Dude, just
It's different.
freaking believable.
it's different. So that's my list: Melo, Kyrie, Giannis, Ja, and Steph.
Yeah, I think I'm good now. 5. I know he hasn't played a second this season, but Zion is an experience. Like it really is. Like it's like there's no other way to put it. Like seeing a dude that big.
Oh, what's up, Snow? Snow just jumped into the comments.
Shug, what up?
Subscribe and like. Yeah, seeing a man that big, that skilled, that explosive. Like it's just exciting, like to see him get off. 4, I got Kyrie. Like last Saturday, kind of cemented. Like he's so fucking skilled.
He's crafty as shit.
Yeah, the way he gets to his you can't keep him out of his spots. He always finds a way to get where he wants to get to because the handle is so ridiculous.
That's that sidestep. Oh, he got that shit down. Like you think he right there, and he'll just create all this space jumping to the side, not back to the damn side. Like fuck.
And it explains why he's everybody's favorite Hooper's favorite Hooper because it's ridiculous. 3, I got Ja. Self-explanatory. 2, Giannis. Like I've been watching him for 9 years, 8 years
Since 2013. This is 8 season, ain't it?
Whatever it is. I've been watching him since 2013, and I still don't get tired of it. Like it's just the stuff he can do on a basketball court. And then number 1, Steph. Like to your point, Steph on a heater is like nothing I've ever seen before in my life. Like even in the All-Star game, like that shit was amazing to watch.
Yeah.
It was.
So when he does it against like actual defenses,
It's yeah.
Crazy.
Say your list one more time, Eric.
5, Zion. 4, Kyrie. 3, Ja. 2, Giannis. 1, Steph.
All right. Tim.
Number 5, I got Luka. 4, I got Ja. 3, I got Kyrie. 2, I got Giannis, and number 1, I got Chef Curry.
Let me see how much time we got left. Real quick question for the two of y'all that had Luka on your list.
Why?
Yeah. No, I'm curious. Like, just what about him is exciting? Like, what part of his game is exciting?
I love the fact that Luka does not let anybody change his pace of play. And it's kind of amazing to watch because he'll drop 37, but you be like, bro, he's moving so slow. He's just moving so
slow-mo.
And like, bro, he hit you with a slow, he gets you a slow crossover, or that step back be disgusting, and then it looks pretty. It looks beautiful. Like the way it's just seamless. It's flawless sometimes and shit. Like Luka puts on an impressive display, and it continuously as the game goes along gets prettier. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I love the
like,
style of play.
You can see how he warming up. Even if he drops 20 in the first quarter, you be like, okay, shit. We still got the rest of the game to go, but shit, the way he been looking, and then as the game going, you be like, man, that was a pretty ass pass. That was a pretty ass layup. Oh shit, that was a nice ass like as the Luka throughout the entirety of the game, because he's gonna compile so many now, is that he be really putting on a fucking show all game, and then out of nowhere, you be like, damn, he got 37, 15, and 12. Like, how the fuck?
Yeah,
he be right there at the rebound because he big as shit. So it may not be, but I was also a huge big Tim Duncan fan too. So it wasn't like he got to be the flashiest, but throughout the game and throughout how just the way he's playing is, to me, I'm like, this motherfucker just different, dog.
Yeah, I was just curious what was exciting about. Ooh, I keep hitting the wrong button.
Yeah, I'll say like he's good.
He's extremely good. He's
like talented. Like it's nice to watch, but it doesn't like get me out my seat. Like, oh my god.
Everybody got a different whatever excitement.
No, because I like his point guard, the way he handles as a point guard, quote unquote.
Now I remember very clearly in the bubble when the Mavs played the Bucks, Luka did a few things that had me just be like, what? And I actually did get off my couch. It's like he had this one pass Like he threaded it like a bounce pass, and he threaded past Giannis, and I was like, how? How?
He was cooking us in that damn bubble.
How?
It's good.
Everybody cooked this in the bubble.
I mean, everybody else got Giannis on their list, but Ken, I don't know how Giannis ain't make top 5.
He a Bucks fan too.
I know. What is
Kill
this?
him.
What is this?
Giannis is fun to watch, but it's not like exciting to me. Like y'all, it's different for y'all because y'all saw the growth to who he is now.
No, he
Did you enjoy Shaq?
Huh?
Did you enjoy Shaq?
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
No, it's not.
scared.
It's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just I feel like the players that I put on here, I personally enjoy more than
that's fair.
to be honest. Yeah,
Some Bucks fan he is.
Right.
No, I'm joking.
Right.
But
that's my second team.
that's
That's my East team.
that's why I got an East and a West.
Sound like them now. See,
Hey,
Rockets winners.
Way to bring it back around again. That's the show this week, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed. As a reminder, make sure that you tune in live TGN on Thursday for our NBA season check-in. Hit the TGN app or our YouTube page for that. Do you have something else you wanted to throw to people?
Yeah, shout out to Keegan Ford. He subscribed.
Hey, Keegan.
Hey. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. Y'all can get that too if y'all subscribe. So
Exactly.
subscribe
Go
to
ahead,
the-
do it now.
Subscribe to the YouTube and hit the like button if you haven't already.
Shout out to Chuck Snow too, bro.
Shout out to
Love,
Chuck
bro.
and Mark and Triple T.
Yeah, always showing
Yeah, but I
love.
didn't get emails saying that they subscribed.
Hey, Triple T, a real one though. He was at the Bucks game sporting his Tech 5
Yeah, he
shirt.
did.
was.
Yeah, so
Like,
shout out,
like-
brother. He always every day at Tech 5, bro.
He
You're
said-
a real one.
Triple T said he can't subscribe again. He already subscribed.
Hey, shout out.
He
This
didn't
is
say that
true.
for real. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure he already subscribed. But that's the show this week, y'all. We hope y'all enjoyed. If you want to follow me on social media, you can catch me
Wait a minute.
on Twitter, Instagram, and these PSN 2K streets at Camille Monet, CamilleMonae, because
Your mom is fancy.
thank you, sir.
At your world champion Milwaukee Bucks burner on Twitter.
That's all you get.
Everyday _gentleman on Instagram, K Harris 216 on Twitter and Snapchat.
And it's your boy TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ass Catch 'em, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We enjoyed y'all being here this week. We hope to see y'all next week.
What the fuck?
Appreciate you.
Oh, I got it down. My fault.
Oh.
Peace out, y'all. Enjoy your week. See y'all on Thursday.